Hello everyone, welcome back to the restoration of Arnor. How's everyone doing? Hello Damien, hello Sansa, nice to see you both. Welcome. It's been a while since our last stream. I was busy this week. Monday I did a bunch of recording. Tuesday I had chess, and then Wednesday we had a Division 3 game in chess against the league leaders, and I'm happy to say we won. Anyway, I've already gone off on a tangent. Today, I wanted to start off by having a look at this new activity, the historical endeavor. Actually, no, do I? I don't think I get the bonus yet, do I? No, I want to restore Cameth Brim first. Right, okay, I lied. Today we're going to start off by trying to restore this. Can I do it yet? I can. I just need 1020 gold. Do you know what? I'm going to wait for it. Doing good, still at work though. Oh man, hopefully you're having a good day at work though. Hello James, how you doing? Nice to see you. But yes, I really want to take part and do one of these historical endeavors. I did one in my own time, and they are very cool. By the way, I seen you work on your capital cities and castles, but there is 2 cities in the country now. We only have 1 city, but I don't control it directly. Ah. You have the armor of Gondor. Acquaintance has been taken prisoner. Something else I want to do today as well is test the colonization thing, where we're going to colonize, let's say, one of these counties, probably this one, and then maybe 1 or 2 of these, just to see if we can get our legend to spread over into Lindon. I think it's worth a try, for sure. Hello Niels, how you doing? Nice to see you. Yeah, my chess game yesterday was kind of crazy. I had 96% accuracy, which is probably never going to happen again. My marshal, Lord Arachon, very hesitantly brings my guest Phalazion to me. What's this? My army is not a nursery. Either he joins the army, puts in the work, or not at all. We're not looking after fools over here. Right, I also want to build up this, but one thing at a time. Because all of my gold demands to be spent everywhere. What's this? I could... you could start promoting the heirs of Isildur. Do you know what? I'm going to try and persuade you. Let's see what happens. Was he persuaded? He was! Where are you based? You're already my vassal, so it doesn't matter. It's fine. The fort was there. A well-known architect from Traugastor, Phalazion, is visiting court. His passionate debate with my steward, Lord Eldakar, dominates the room. Yes, precisely. The ruins there are rife with cut stone that could easily be transferred to the king's castle at Udandir. Eldakar rubs his chin doubtfully. Still, it sounds like a lot of work, and the locals who use those materials won't like it. Phalazion rolls his eyes at the reasonable rebuttal, sneering. We can put it to much better use than the commoners ever could, you know that. Do you know what? We could give them hide tents, but... no, I think we will leave it for the commoners. Right now, I have other goals for my gold. We have the Gondor throne room again. Should we go up to High Crown Authority? I think we should. For 10% extra income. We probably won't feel it for a while, but it will be nice. You just called yourself a bot with that kind of ack? No, because it was over the board. I did have 1 in accuracy when I put it in the engine. But yeah, it's never going to happen again, honestly. I thought for the whole game, I thought it was a draw. And then luckily he made 1 positional mistake and I won a pawn. And then even after then, it was really hard. But it lasted like 2.5 hours. Maybe I could show you the guys, if you're interested. At the end of the stream, remind me and I'll show you the game. It was kind of cool. Right, we need a new marshal. Lord Círdan, you're a powerful vassal. You can fill in the spot. Train the lads for me. Thank you very much. Hello, have you got any plans for the Shire? I mean, eventually they will probably... I mean, they're part of Arnor, so they will probably be my vassal at some point. But probably a long distance in the future. It is my right and responsibility to determine what coinage is to be used throughout all of Rudor. Roof? Somewhat... no, that's different. Yeah, Rudor. The choices I make will determine how the coinage, and by extension my realm, is seen throughout the world. Let's see. The 265 gold, I think, would be very nice right now. Let's try it. Oh, and we got it. Lovely. Okay. It's time to restore the ruins of Cameth Brim. Once again, the ancient tower of Cameth Bryn is a center of power and culture for the Dúnedain of the north, a linchpin for administration, learning, and military might across Rudar. So we get 50% cheaper historical endeavors. We gain fort level, 50% hostile raid time, and 25% more garrison as well. 7 months and 1,000 gold. It's very expensive, but once it's done, it's done. Hello, watching you live for the first time. You're one of my favorite CK3 creators. Ah, thanks, David. Well, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Good evening. Did the Dwarfs of the High Pass get wiped out, or did they form another title? I think they're still... Oh. Wait, the Dwarfs are gone. He must have died, because it did say that his heir was a goblin. He never married for some reason. Oh, man. Wow, look at Goblin Town. They are an insane power that we will have to deal with eventually. Greetings, my implacable liege. I've arrived in Amon Rain to pay homage to you. Did you bring gold? 50 gold? Thank you very much. I accept your generous contributions. Good morning. Hello, Embers. How you doing? For those of you who don't know, I just carried Embers on Rocket League for like the last 2 hours. Hi JBD in chat, been watching for a few months now, but this is my first time catching a stream as well. Hello Sebastian, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Yeah, it's a shame that the dwarfs are gone. I hope at some point we can maybe try and sponsor an expedition or something to help them. I've been aware of Elrond's eyes on me all evening as we eat, but it's as I continue to pick at my first dish as the next courses queue up that his fist strikes the table suddenly. I can't let this go any longer. I cannot sit here and watch you waste away, Arassuil. I bridle somewhat, but it's hard to look indignant behind the mounting pile of dishes. Maybe I don't find too much time to eat, but it's a time-consuming business running a kingdom. I thought for a moment he was going to talk about my age. I'm 203. Oh, man. Do you know what, Elrond? You're right. Let us do the dishes together. Me and Elrond are going to bond over some cleaning plates and whatnot. Ah, this old contract thing again. I will protect the rights of their heirs. We will honor traditions and whatnot. Nobody else said, but is anybody bad picture? I don't know if I comprehend that fully. He didn't marry because he was under 70. Ah, I never checked his age. That's unfortunate. It's a fresh, sunny day, and I can see the sweat dripping off Elrond's chin as he continues to encourage me forward. The sack of rocks in my back groans under the weight, and I do too as I throw it down over the line in the dirt. But Elrond had drawn with a stick. He claps his hand together delightedly. You're looking stronger already. I think it's time to move on to something a bit bigger. I know they're currently conducting drainage works in the next field over, and could use some help. Otherwise, if you're feeling brave, there's a copse of trees just over the crest. But they're logging in. What do you think? Do you not bring me an axe, Elrond? Let's go wood chopping together. I got another steward perk as well. Let's see. Tyranny drops. Or learn language. Let's get monthly tyranny reduction. I don't think I have any tyranny. Do you know what? I don't actually know where you see tyranny. Because that's dread. That's not tyranny. But I haven't done anything tyrannical, so I don't think I would have anything anyway. Man, look at all of this. Invaluable support, focused on hunt, pet cat, rat hunting cat, dedicated worker, settled legend, modern ruler. Oh man. Have you played as one of the Nazgûl previously? I haven't, no. Something I still need to do at some point. You really enjoyed my playthrough as Manclaw. Ah, thank you, Duke of Wellington. Welcome to the stream. I'm curious, do you live in Wellington? Although there's Wellingtons in a lot of countries, so I guess I should be more specific. Wellington in the UK. I think they are talking about the stream quality. It's fine for you. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think stream is fine on my end. OBS isn't reporting anything. Felling trees is dangerous business for someone as inexperienced as myself. Even being overseen by Elrond's watchful eye. The combination of my lack of awareness and exertion has already resulted in a few close shaves. Wedging my axe into the wood of a nearby log, I pause to take a drink from my flask. Elrond approaches me, his own axe slung over his shoulder. I think you're ready to take on something a bit bigger again. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, a 0% chance to die, though. Do you know what? I can do it. We cut down the tree successfully, and I have now become a lumberjack. Age is but a number. Oh, I've become obese as well. Wait, how do I cut down a tree and become obese? Did I eat the bloody thing? Right, Kameth Bryn has now been restored, so we can do the activity I wanted to do. Oh, man. With my tasks completed, I bid farewell to the peasants I had been working alongside with Elrond. They cheerily waved me off, completely unsuspecting to my noble origins, and returned to my usual lodgings. Though my muscles are sore, I feel flushed with strength and vitality. Spying a large basin of water on the other side of the room, I haul myself to my feet and approach it. Taking off my shirt in the flicker of the candlelight, I regard myself in the water's reflection. It looked great. No, no, no. I owe it all to you, Elrond. Thank you for motivating me and looking out for my health all these years. For raising me. You have been an amazing guardian and friend. And I have now become strong as well. We get another health boost. Wow. Well, I do get a health penalty because I'm obese. Can I do some exercise? I can try and lose weight. My body weakens for every day that passes, and my girth weights heavy on my both body and mentally. Running warm baths, maybe even a mildly cathartic substance, I will find a way to lose some weight. Let's try it. Bring me the Scamony. I gotta look after my health in my older age. To check tyranny, you need to check a vassal's opinion of you. Ah. Yeah, that's the only way I know as well. I don't think I have any. Yeah, I have 0 tyranny. There's so many green modifiers. I've been quite a good ruler, if I don't mind saying so myself. Right, how expensive is a historical endeavor? So I can explore the histories. And if we do it here, we get +3. Ah! This location preserves the tales of the elder days and keeps the records of the Western histories. Ah, but this has the same. Okay. And I also get the cost reduction, right? Or is that just native? So if I max everything out, it increase archivist experience and quality of the final production. And then extra funding, possible to explore several histories. Decreased chances of negative reactions to propaganda. And it's only 170 gold now. Okay. Let us start the historical endeavor. Because I'm really, really interested in this event. No, I live close to a Wellington Street in Montreal. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's nowhere near where I was thinking. It's funny because the name of the chess club we played yesterday was actually Wellington. Which is a funny coincidence. Hello, Vivek. You're not called up on the last stream, so I'm going to save this for later. But I wanted to say hello. Ah, hello. Welcome. I appreciate you stopping by. And I guess if you've already left, then you'll hear this in the future. Is this start date open to the public yet? Yes, it released last Friday. It's just the normal version. You don't have to install the beta, just the normal version. I'm pretty sure I have a link to it in the description. Yeah, January 31st it went live. Right. So let's see. Historical endeavor, setting things up. As we await the arrival of the rest of the guests, my servants can get started on the preparations. The scholars are sent in search of antique catalogues, while setting up our equipment in our lodgings and the archives. The lecterns are up and precious books are being brought up. We will start soon. Interesting. I wonder what kind of history we will find. So, as all my guests have arrived and my scholars are as prepared as they are likely to be, I make my way to the library, poring over the dusty tomes. I know I could never read them all in my lifetime. The histories of Middle-earth run deep into the distant past, with all manner of tales since time immemorial. With so much to explore, I must focus my efforts on the area which interests me most. So we have the mythical years of the trees. So that's before the Ents, like there used to be a lot more populous. Is that the word I'm looking for? Before they had trouble with breeding and whatnot. We could look at the first age, the second age, or the third age. Which one do you guys think? Which part of history should we read into? The normal version works now? Yeah, yes, the update is on the normal version, not the beta. So the beta is basically redundant now, until there's more updates in the future. Watching live while making a chili. Any plans to go back to a Game of Thrones? Yes, eventually. Later in the year at some point. Right now I'm just playing some Realms in Exile, and then we got a base game playthrough, and then we'll see how I'm feeling after that. You guys want to do the first one? Oh, first is in First Age? Or Mythical Trees? So we got one for trees, one for the First Age, another one for the trees, another one for the First Age. The First Age should have some Numenor lore, maybe. Oh, good point. Do you know what? Let us look at the legendary First Age, then. I've been learning a little bit about that in our Bountic playthrough as well, which is very fun. So, the First Age describes the events near the beginning of time, also known as the Elder Days. The First Age saw awakening of men on Arda, the flourishing of elves in Valinor and Beleriand, defeats against Melkor and his eventual overthrow by the combined armies of Valar, elves, and Edain. The First Age saw some of Middle-earth's greatest triumphs and tragedies, and it ended when the Valar cast Melkor beyond the Gates of Night, banishing him into the Timeless Void. I know a little bit about Melkor. I've seen some lore videos on him. Let's see. The Elder Days. This is what I love about this mod. You can see, just highlight everything. There's so much lore. So the Elder Days during the Second and Third Age properly referred to the times before the end of the First Age. In that context, the Middle Days were the Second and Third Ages, whereas the Younger Days were for the foreseen dominion of men. However, in the Fourth Age, the term began to be applied to all previous ages. Okay, this is just like a generic thing, right? Okay. So we have the Siege of Angband and the Realms of Beleriand, of Berend and Luthien, the Children of Hurin. That's a book, actually. I was looking at buying that once I finished the other Middle-earth books I'm reading. I suck at reading. I need to read more. Of Tuer and the Fall of Gondolin. Or we ignore that. Which one now, guys? I'm going to listen to you guys a bit, because this is all kind of new to me. I visit the stream and the first words I hear are trouble with breeding? Did I say that? Trouble with reading, I think I said. Siege of Angband is pretty sweet. Oh, okay. Children of Hurin is cool as well. Oh, trouble with breeding. The Ents. Yeah, I couldn't find my words. I remember now. As soon as I go into the video, it's fine. And then 1 second later, it gets pixelated with full Wi-Fi. Oh, man. Maybe Control F5 might work. Or clear your cache if you're on mobile. Let's see. I think... Well, we're probably going to do this multiple times. So why don't we do this and we'll do the other ones later. Let's do the Siege of Angband and the Realms of Beleriand. Because I don't think I've heard of Beleriand before. That's a new name to me. So, after their victory in the Dagor Aglareb, the reunited Noldor assumed defensive positions encircling Fangorodrim that stood upon Angband. Unwilling yet to assail it, perceiving they could not at the time overcome it, they deemed that the time had come to make their realms in peace and grow strong over the long years. Thus, the realms of Beleriand solidified into the forms they would hold for much of the First Age, guarded behind the swords of Noldor. Beleriand was the region of northwestern Middle-earth during the First Age. Originally, the name belonged only to the area around the Bay of Balar, but in time the name was applied to the entire land. Here, the great battles of the First Age unfolded, and many tragedies and acts of valor came to pass. The entire continent sunk in the War of Wrath. Okay. So when it says northwest, does it mean like this area, I assume? Because this also has a different name, no? There's so much information, it gets mixed in my head. I will figure it all out eventually. In the mountains deeps of Beleriand, the dwarven clans of the Broadbeams and Firebeards. I think we have Firebeards over here. Are you guys still Firebeards? Yes, okay. See, I start to make the connections. But the Broadbeams, I'm not sure about them. We'll read them in a minute. So they made their homes in the great halls of Belagost. So Gably Gaffel and Nogrost to Munzahar. These were the westernmost mansions of the dwarves, and prosperous in their day. They traded with both the Sindar and the Noldor of eastern Beleriand, and were counted close allies of the House of Feanor. Some of the dwarfs of Nogrod aided Finrod Felagund in the creation of his subterranean city of Nargothrond. Man, there's so much extra lore that is just so amazing and interesting. Outside of, like, base Lord of the Rings, like the movies and books. It's insane. So the House of Dwarves descended from Dwalin the Wise. The Broadbeams are one of 2 dwarven houses that lived in the Blue Mountains. With the Firebeards, they built... we read this earlier. So, wait, what culture are you guys? Ah, you're the Broadbeams. Okay, I haven't played in the Blue Mountains yet. It's on my list of things to do, right. Interesting. So we can gain some stewardship, we can gain a martial lifestyle perk, or we can become unyielding defender. Let's gain another stewardship. There was wisdom in biding their time. Oh, this is so cool. Oh, so these are historical characters. We got Medros the Tall, Caranfir the Dark, and Amrod Ambarusa. Can I highlight that for extra lore? Ah, man. The UI won't let me because of the text boxes. Okay, we'll read about them here. The realms of the Noldor and Eastern Beleriand were those of the Fëanorian host, which split amongst the 7 lords, the sons of Fëanor. Oh, I love this. There's so much lore. Oh, the sons of Fëanor, also known as the 7 lords, were the leaders of the Fëanorian host in Beleriand. They formed an important part of the siege of Angband and the armies of Noldor, and were known as the 7 lords since none of them took the title of king after Medros abdicated the high kingship. But while invaluable allies and fierce foes of Morgoth, they were also responsible for some of the greatest tragedies of the elves, the 2nd and the 3rd Kingslaying. Yes, I have watched videos on those. Wait, where have I gone? Come back. I have watched videos on the Kingslayings. The 7 sons of Fëanor were Medros the Tall, Maglor the Minstrel. Is that the same Maglor we played as? I think so. Caligrom the Fair. Yes, it is, because I remember his story content. Caranfir the Dark, Curafin the Crafty, Amrod, and Amras. All 7 suffered terrible fates in their own way, having sworn the oath of Fëanor and forced to commit horrendous acts in its name. Like their father, they are some of the most tragic of the elves and leave a mixed legacy. Because that's also how Elrond lost his... Was it a brother or his father? I forget the exact details. It's almost like a blur. The Blue Mountains used to be very far inland. Ah, so I guess at some point the sea rose or something, right? So there was more land here than what we see now. Is what you're saying, I think. Driving home and listening to Tolkien lore and the restoration of glorious Kingdom of Arnor. Truly a wonderful experience. Welcome, Thomas. Hopefully you have a safe drive home. I apologize if I do miss any of chat. I do try my best. To give you an idea, Tol Morwen, Himring, and Tol Furin are the remnants of Beleriand. It used to lay west of Lindon. West of Lindon, okay. So this used to not be ocean, basically. Where did I get to? Oh, he lost his grandpa in the 2nd Kingslaying? When the son... Ah, okay. It was his grandfather. Right. Oh, I didn't actually read any of this because I was reading this. Right. So Medros the Tall, head of the house, made his home in the great fortress of Himring, set high atop a hill east of the pass of Aglon and west of Maglor's Gap. He dwelt there with Maglor, who sallied forth with his cavalry to patrol the gap. And we know Maglor, because we even have a series on him. Caligrom and Curafin made their abode in Himlad and fortified Aglon, the pass through which one passed from Himring into Dorthonion. Caranfir and his people settled on the shores of Lake Helavorn. Through Caranfir's land flowed all trade from the dwarven realms of Nogrod and Belagost, and through his realm came all the waves of men that would eventually come into Beleriand. He was no fan of the dwarves, or of the men that came through his lands, but they made him fabulously wealthy. Amrod and Amras, the youngest of the sons of Fëanor, made their home in the great plains of southern Beleriand. The least active of the sons of Fëanor in the siege, their realm was one which helped supply the northern kin with food and supplies for the war. Interesting. So open terrain expert. Or we can try for even more stewardship. I don't think we're going to be really fighting, are we? Let's go for the stewardship. So Caranfir's example is a good one. Tolerance is the path to wealth. Oh man, this is amazing. I could sit here and do this all night. I won't though, because I know you guys maybe won't like that so much. But I think in my own time, I'm going to just click through all of these events and read them all. This is amazing. So while trying to get to grips with the winding history of Middle-earth, I find a volume dedicated to the Lays of Beleriand, alliterative versions of the epic tales of the First Age. The first few leaves of each poem appear to be well thumbed, but the pristine condition of later pages show that most readers abandoned them early on. The poems are long, turgid, and interminable, so dull that in most cases the author themselves clearly lost interest before completing them. Must I really read these to get a complete understanding of the history of the elves and elf friends? I could try. I could become an archivist. I could say forget it. Or I could sing them out loud. Ooh. I could become a poet or something. You know, maybe if I sing them out loud, it would be easier. I heard that the elves like to sing, and I have indeed now become a poet. So who we got here? We got High King Fingon the Valiant, Fingolfin of the Noldor, and High King Turgon the Wise. So they were all kings during different periods, I assume. So while the House of Feanor took the east, the House of Fingolfin held the northwest of Beleriand. Oh, wow. Okay. We'll read this in a second. I need some water. You just have to rewatch it, but luckily you read everything anyway. Yeah, I like to read everything in CK3. It gets me immersed. I love it. You can click on them to see their personalities. Let's flesh them out pretty well. Oh yeah, I forget that you can click on these as well. Man, it's... the amount of attention into like the lore and stuff, it's so cool. The more I get into Middle-earth and Lord of the Rings, the deeper I realize it is. And it's the same with this mod. There's much more than what appears on the surface. Like, you know, playing as Saruman and whatnot is fun, but the more you play, the more depth you realize there is. I don't know, it's fun. The dwarves from Belagost were the ones that wounded the father of all dragons, I think. The big one that didn't have wings. Ooh. Oh, that's cool. Forging the Arnor title takes ages. Well, it does give you the Narsil reforging event. Okay, that's good to know. I did wonder about that. But yeah, that's why I've done this as a stream series, because I do imagine this will take me a while. Especially if we're going to start doing this activity. So, while the House of Feanor took the east, the House of Fingolfin held the northwest of Beleriand. Fingolfin, High King of the Noldor and Middle-earth, ruled from Hiflum by the northern shores of Lake Mithrim. A misty, heavily forested land, it was also the traditional seat of the High King. His son and heir Fingon ruled over the southern region of Hiflum, Dor Lomin, where the Edain House of Hador would eventually settle during the Long Peace. These warlike, tall, blonde Edain become an important part of the Noldor's defences, most numerous of the men of Beleriand. Turgon settled first at Vinyamar, near Nevrust on the slopes of Mount Taris, yet Turgon in time abandoned it in favour of the legendary hidden citadel of Gondolin, which he began to build in 64 of the First Age. By the 116th year of the Sun, the city was full wrought, and Vinyamar was abandoned utterly. Gondolin, the hidden city of the Noldor, was made in memory of Tyrion upon Tuna, and within the encircling mountains it would endure beyond all other of their realms. Let me just read on the Noldor a second. So the Noldor are the second clan of the elves that completed the Great Journey and came to Valinor, led by Finwë Nolodoran, who they took as their king. Wait, the Great Journey? Oh man, this is so cool. Do a backflip? Oh, if I did a backflip, I think I'll probably die. Do you need all the DLC for playing this mod? I'm pretty sure this mod works with 0 DLC, but the devs tend to recommend Royal Court and what's the newest DLC called? I've completely forgot. The Landless DLC. Bloody hell, I'm terrible with names. I think they recommend these two if you want to get any DLC. So the Great Journey was the migration of the elves westwards to Valinor during the Year of the Trees. Oh, we're going back even further now. At the behest of Valar, only half of the elves of Cuervenen chose to make the journey, while the other half preferred the stars and land of their birth. This is known as the First Sundering of the Elves, and those who refused the summons to Valinor became known as the Avari, the Unwilling. Of the half that set out, in the end only a portion made it to the Undying Lands. These are known as the Calaquendi, while all elves that remained in Middle-earth became known as the Morriquendi. Ah. So like Elrond, Galadriel, like all of these elves that we know, fall under the latter, I assume. When did I get to here? They established their capital of Tirion upon Tuna and learned many things of the feat of the powers, and most of all, Uller. Many of the events of the Quenta Silmarillion chiefly concern the Noldor exiles, who returned to Middle-earth to wage war upon Morgoth. The greatest craftsmen and lawmasters of the Eldar, the Noldor story is tragic and valorous in equal measure. The last of the Noldor took ship from the Grey Havens in the early 4th Age, and the Elder Days at last were ended. Okay, so but we're in the 3rd Age right now, so that hasn't happened yet. Right. Okay, and I read this. So I can become shrewd, more stewardship, or this. What does shrewd give me again? Oh, everything. Yeah, it was a well-calculated move integrating the Hadorim into their forces. And I have indeed become shrewd. What is my luck with these rolls? Oh man, Aranion Finrod is still alive. Are you in the Undying Lands? Yes, you are. Because I remember you. And then we have Aranion Eignor. And Aranion Angrod. Wait, I think Aranion is just a title, maybe. Right, we will read this as well. Let's go back over here, though. I want some cool land as a backdrop. There we go. Oh, man. We're going down a rabbit hole here. I love it. You got strong and shrewd. We did. And we're 200. We have so many health modifiers. Remembering Season 8 when Arya said, "What's west of Westeros? My fort is Middle-earth, but it's a very big planet." It does feel like that right now. We're just getting deeper and deeper. I love it. So Finrod, son of Finarfin, first established his realm in the Tower of Minas Tirith. Right. So now we're going all the way back over here. Let's have that at the top so we can have something relevant in the background. Set on the island of Tol Sirion in the narrow pass between the Ered, Reverin, and Dothonion. In time, seeking to answer the dreams sent under him by Ulmo, Finrod made his dwelling in the great underground city of Nargothrond. Minas Tirith passed to his nephew, Orodreth. It's a different Minas Tirith, though. Yeah, it doesn't mean this one. Oh yeah, you guys just said that in chat as well. Yeah, it's a different Minas Tirith. I just realized when I read that. It can't be that one. Who's Ulmo? Ulmo, known as the King of the Sea, Lord of Waters, and Dweller of the Deep, is counted the second mightiest of the Valar after Manwë himself, and is accounted one of the Aratar. He of all of the Ainur is most skilled in music, for in the seas the music of the Ainur echoes most clearly. He seldom involves himself in the councils of powers, and preferring his undersea domains. Of all the Valar, Ulmo has been the first moved to a pity and aid for the children of Ilúvatar. He is served by the Maya, Unen, Osse, and Saulmar. Underwater DLC when? Oh man. Right. So we're going to learn a bit more here. The location for his city was given to him by Elufingol, and the dwarfs of Nogrod helped him to delve it. It was the capital of the realm of the same name between Nenning, Narog, and Teglin, including the surrounding hills of Tar on Faroth and the Talith Durnin to the north, as well as Trumhalad. From this mighty underground seat, Finrod was the overlord of all elves in the west. Beleriand, not under the house of Fingolfin, save the Falafrim, who still acknowledged Elufingol as their king. Well, let's read that. But first, I want to look up something. Is there a map of the First Age? Middle-earth. First Age map. Let's see. I'll bring it over to here as well so you guys can see. So is this the First Age map? Beleriand is here. Here, open image in new tab. So we can see it properly. So this is modern day Middle-earth. Wow. It's stretched on. It's like 1.5 times of Middle-earth that I know of. The one that we're familiar with. Oh man, this was huge. What? There's so much to explore here. Oh, I feel like a kid on Christmas Eve. It's just more and more to learn about. I mean, I still know like a tiny, tiny fraction, like less than 5% of the lore over here. Now, all of this is just opened up. What the hell? Oh man, right. Let's close that because I'm gonna get I'm under the water, please help. I love that meme. Ramat, welcome. Thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate that. It's all underwater now. Or was it back then as well? Right, where did I get to? So I read this. Yeah, who are the Falafrim? The Falafrim are a branch of the Teleri. Who's the Teleri? Who live upon the seashore of Middle-earth, that took Círdan for their lord. They endured many terrible wars. They endured into the Fourth Age, into the Grey Havens, faithful to their lords and Ulamo, until Círdan took the last ship, and the Falafrim went with him, rejoining their ancient king. Okay, the Teleri are the third clan of the elves who undertook the great journey. Right. To them belonged the Valinorian Teleri, known as the Faulamiri, and the Sindar, Lyquendi, and the Nandor of Middle-earth. At first they were known as Nelia III, and were the largest of the three houses of the Firstborn. According to legend, they were descended from Enel, the third elf to awake in Cuivinel. His spouse Eneli and their 72 companions, half of the Avari, originally belonged to this clan. In ancient times, they named themselves Lindar, or Singers, because they were known for their fair voice. And I think this is an extract, right? Yeah, from the Silmarillion. The greatest host came last, and they are named for Teleri, for they tarried on the road and were not wholly of a mind to pass from the dusk to the light of Valinor. In water they had great delight, and those that came at last to the western shores were enamoured of the sea. The sea elves, therefore, became, in the land of Aman, the Faulamiri, for they made music beside the breaking waves. Interesting. Angrod and Aegnor made their abode in the highland region of Dothonion, and it was their realm in which the men of the House of Bael originally settled before they were overrun in the Dagor Bragolag. Wait, let me bring that map back up. Where is it? Here. What am I looking for? Dothonion. That's Doriath. Oh, okay, I could be... Wait, did it say the north? I think I said the north. Okay, no, the highland region. So somewhere in the mountains is Dothonion. I don't see it. There's a lot of text. Ah, but these mountains used to travel further north. Wow, it's funny that we consider these the western mountains now, but originally these are kind of eastern mountains, right? Yeah, I can't see it. Oh, we got Nagafrond. I know that name. Hiflum. We read about that just now. We got Dor Lomin. Mount Taras. Oh, this is all cool. I'm going to keep that map open just in case we want to reference it again in the future. We probably will. Right. Ah, yes. Minas Tirith as that of Gondor? How big was it? We didn't get a learning perk. Not this time. Let me catch up as well. Morgoth and the Valar destroyed it all in the Great War of the Wrath. Oh, so that's how it got destroyed. I think an age where Beleriand isn't underwater would be great to play. I imagine it would be so much work though. I also think you can't have multiple map states, right, in CK3. Who knows, maybe it could be a humongous sub-mod. I need to learn how to mod. I would love to contribute to stuff like this, but I'm a pleb. You've never seen that before? It's insane, right? Hello, Def. Hello, everyone else as well that's in the stream now. Welcome, welcome. Like a child seeing a balloon for the first time. Maybe. Sauron killed the Lord of Nagafrond, the brother of Galadriel. Oh. So, in the center of Beleriand, an island in the Sea of Noldor princes laid the forest realm of Doriath, which we just looked at. If I alt-tab, it should be there. So, Doriath is here, right. With great capital of Menegroth, ruled by Elufingol and protected by his wife Melian. It was a realm sealed from the outside world, with only the House of Finarfin allowed to enter therein of all of the Noldor. Its lord Fingol claimed to be the king of all of Beleriand, a claim scoffed at by the Noldor princes. With the safety of Doriath, the Sindar lived in peace and plenty. So that's you, I believe. Oh wow. Oh, you're still alive. Oh, you're the Lord of Lindon. Man, I forget how old the elves are. 10,000 years. That's crazy. The Falafrim lived upon the coasts of Beleriand under their lord Círdan, primarily within the great haven of Elgrist and Brithomber. Eglarest and Brithomber. Oh, man. Okay, I won't look too long. They professed continued loyalty to Elufingo as their rightful king, but many speculate that in reality, the Falafrim felt closer to the Noldor they lived and fought alongside than their isolationist kin who knew not the fears and tribulations of the elves living outside the Girlador of Melian. Last of all were the Lequendi. They dwelt in the land of the Seven Rivers, Ossiriand, in the shadow of Ered Luin. They lived in small secluded refuges on the rivers and in the forests of the land, living simple lives, not fighting in the Great War, though some of them were eventually counted amongst the people of Amrod and Ambrus. Land of the Seven Rivers. Ossiriand. I see a lot of rivers around here. Is Ossiriand around here? I would expect it to be here, because that's where I see the most rivers. Oh no, it's down here. Oh yeah, Ossiriand. So you got the River Adurant, the River Deolwen, Briolafor, Legollin, Phalos, and Askar, I think that says. And we got the River Gelion down here. Whoa. Oh, this is so cool. This is so cool. Right, and the Lequendi, we read about them, I think. The Greenhouse were a group of Nandor elves that dwelled in the riverlands and forests at the feet of the Ered Luin in the First Age. They were greatly devastated by Morgoth's first assault and lost their king Denethor to it. I recognize the name Denethor. They took no other king and became a reclusive people clad in green known to the Noldor as the Lequendi. They allied with both the House of Feanor and the realm of Doriath in the First Age, but their fate after the end of the First Age is not known. It is possible they became assimilated in Gil-galad's kingdom, and perhaps they travelled east and rejoined the ancient king. I hope so. I hope so. Right, I can gain prestige, diplomacy, or stress. Gerard, let's lose a little bit of stress. I emphasize with the Lequendi. I just want to be left alone. Right. Okay, I think we've concluded that. So King Arassuil, look what I found. This is a groundbreaking discovery. My nephew Arathon comes running into the room out of breath and visibly excited. He unrolls a parchment scroll and lays it on my lectern for me to read. Do you know what? I almost forgot we were playing CK3 for a moment. It is indeed very old, written in an antiquated form of Sindarin. It seems to be reaccounting the event of the fall of Gondolin, but something seems a little off. The Balrog in the assault are said to number in the hundreds. Thus 5 fell before Tua's great axe, Drambaleg, 3 before Ecphelion's sword, and 2 score were slain by the warriors of the king's house. I think the authors got a little bit carried away by the looks of things. Oh, we've been called to war. Oh, well, there's this distraction. Right. You're married. Yeah, I thought I recognized you. You're married to my son. Where are you exactly? Are you down here now? Let's see. What is this war? Oh, you're the attackers. You want to take the city. Right. Well, my son has called me to war. Or his wife, at least. I will have to accept this. You're not my vassal or anything, are you? No. Okay, I don't feel as bad. Let us accept. And I shall have to march my army south. The blaring of war horns has reached me even here in Amon Rain as I am in the midst of hosting a historical endeavor. Do you know what? I can manage things from here. I'm going to have someone else lead the armies because right now I want to keep on reading my books. Where's my bloody... Ah, there it is. Let's move you down here. And I think we'll just raise the entire army. That's fine. Círdan, do you want to be leading the armies for me? That would be useful. So, as all my guests have arrived... Oh, we get to pick another one. Right, guys, what do you think? So, we looked at the first stage a bit. Should we look at the next... I think there were 4 things we could have clicked on in the first stage, right? And I only did the first one. So is there that much detail, but for each one? Oh man, the amount of effort that's gone into this writing is insane. It's so well done. It's amazing. I'm going to catch up with chat a bit as well. Fingal is Elrond's ancestor. Ah, that's cool. Círdan the Shipwright was one of the original holders of the Elf's Rings of Power. You need to look for Edain. There were ancestors of Dúnedain I am playing as. Edain as in a location on the map? I think I saw Edain earlier when I was reading. What's the chances of me finding that again? Minimal. Minimal. Ah, there's Dorthonion. It's up there in brackets, look. It's just not in its native language. It's Tarnafuin. There's Dorthonion. I just saw it in tiny text. Ered Gorgroth? Dimbar? See, I know Dimbar, but I don't know where from. Because I don't think we just read about that. Yeah, I have no idea. Mithrim. Lake Mithrim. We have the Ered Lom. Oh man. Right, a lot of you seem to be saying the second age. So we'll look at the second age. Anybody else get a glitch with YouTube? Well, if you go full screen and then exit it, you can't see chat anymore. Oh, I don't know about that. But you know something cool I found out recently? You know when you full screen YouTube, if you scroll, it's not actually full screen. It's it just makes the video bigger. I don't know how to explain it. But yeah, it breaks my aversion now. Right, let's look at the heroic second age. The books kept in this room are well-documented historical chronicles regarding the Second Age, mainly copied from original works kept in Master Elrond's library in Rivendell. These chronicles tell of the history of Númenor proper and of the elves in Middle-earth. Okay, we're going to have to focus on Númenor. They include such tales as the War of the Elves and Sauron, and the War of the Last Alliance, and the Akallabeth. I recognize that. A few of the books cannot be consulted at the moment as they are undergoing restoration. Akallabeth. Oh yeah, that's the downfall of Númenor. That's why. We read about that last stream. So we could do the Lost Island of Númenor. Of Erega. Yeah, there's 4 categories for each one. Let's do the Lost Island of Númenor. Because that has relevance to our character directly, I'm pretty sure. Our ancestors. So, as I amble through the library, past shelves stuffed with ancient tomes and crumbling scrolls, my eye is drawn to a small volume bound in leather. The cover reads, The Songs of Larwain ben Adar. Curious, I open it. A brief preamble by a forgotten Cardellani scholar contains an extraordinary claim. But this is a collection of songs of power as uttered by a benevolent forest sprite of the Northern Kingdom, a mysterious being who has allegedly lived in Eriador since the dawn of time. And Eriador is the name of this region in the Third Age. Maybe before that. Actually, no, because this is about the First Age. Maybe it was called Eriador back then too. Right. Cardellani. What's this? So a Cardellan was one of the 3 realms of the Dúnedain of the North, created from the fragmentation of the Kingdom of Arnor, southernmost of the realms of Arnor. Ah! Yeah, that's still... Yeah, we have Cardellan there. Of course we do. Let's read about it a bit, though. Cardellan bore the greatest legacy of the colonial era, having already been split among many powerful provincial fiefs, even before the founding of Arnor. These powerful noble families in many ways gave Cardellan a unique identity and political culture. The push and pull of the nobility versus the King of Cardellan was embodied in the Cardellani succession crisis following the ascension of King Targon. Right, we have more to look at. So there was a great civil war here. The Cardellani Civil War, also known as the Cardellani Succession Crisis, was a war fought in the Kingdom of Cardellan upon the ascension of King Targon of Cardellan to the throne in 1235 of the Third Age, lasting until 1244. So that's not that long ago. About 1600 years. It's funny how that seems like nothing now we're reading into all of this. The war was rooted in opposition to the ascension of King Targon, who desired to centralize the kingship and curtail the privileges and power of the proud Cardellani nobility. Targon was opposed by 2 factions led by his younger brothers Mairon and Caulodemir. Mehron had the support of the south and coastal regions, whereas Calodomir had the support of the northeast, as well as aid from some of the Dúnedain lords of Rudar, which is where we are now. After 6 years of indecisive war, Targon gained the upper hand by the intervention of Arthedain. Can I lock that in? There we go. In support of his rule, the war lasted for 3 more years, with Mehron dying in combat and Calodomir fleeing into Rudar, where he was lost to history. The aftermath could see the rebellious nobility of Cardolan humbled, but also set the seeds of Cardolan's later decline and the end of Targon's own dynasty, with his son being the last king of Cardolan. Oh wow, so they just kind of died out slowly. Arthedain was one of the... Arthedain's the other realm. Okay. We can look at that in a moment. I want to carry on reading this first. Oh, there's so much. I love it. Apologies if you guys came to see gameplay. I'm going to be reading everything. It's a nice podcast. Yeah, it's basically become a podcast at this point. Bright blue his jacket is, and his boots are yellow. What's that in reference to? Oh, this is Realms Lord, not Tolkien. Ah, okay. But it's still really cool. It's still really cool. Reading the lore is better than playing the game. It enriches it. I do love it. I do love it. It's becoming a full-on reading stream. Kind of like the Bountic playthrough. These streams are almost better than playing the game myself and more therapeutic. They help keep me sane in the middle of unspeakable sports-related heartbreak. Ah, thank you, DLM. I'm glad you can enjoy them. This Cardalani Civil War is not canon. It was made up for the mod in order to explain how the line of Isildur ended in Cardalan. This is all made up? If you never told me, I would have thought this was canon. Like, for me, reading everything, it just fits perfectly. It fits in perfectly. Like, this is amazing. Like, the guys that came up with this, honestly, I have nothing bad to say. This is awesome. Man. Do you know what? There are so many... I said this about a year ago, right? Where I think CK3 has the best modding community out of all the games I played. It used to be Warband back in the day. And the more I delve into these mods, and even get to speak to some of the mod developers, the more I truly believe that CK3 has such a passionate and good modding community. It's amazing. Nothing but respect and appreciation. Right. Where did we get up to? I think we read this. Yeah, because we're reading the succession thing. And I also wanted to take a look at Targon. Oh, man. Because they reference him, but I want to learn more. So, born as the eldest son of King Calamendar of Cardolan, then Prince Targon was aptly named High Lord. Targon was from a young age imperious and intelligent in equal measure, and from his youth bristled as the power and haughtiness of the Cardalani noble houses. Since the time of Cardolan's independence, and even long before, the nobility had held great autonomy and power, such that often the kin of Cardolan was but first among equals. Targon looked on with envy to the power and centralization enjoyed by the kings of nearby Arthedain, whose pious and loyal vassals gave obeisance happily. Thus, even before he ascended the throne, he aimed to push his father towards centralizing the rule of Cardolan and reducing the privileges and autonomy of the ancient noble houses. Unsurprisingly, this earned him significant enmity from many of the noble houses of Cardolan, who swiftly grew to fear what would come to pass when he ascended the throne. And you know what? I just had this thought. You know what's even more impressive? That probably the large majority of people will never even read this. Because it's so hidden within, like, tooltips. And yet the effort and attention is amazing. A ton of lore is made up, but some stuff Tolkien wrote in that you wouldn't expect. Like the Haradrim sending some elephants to the Dun landings. Man, I can't wait to read more about the history of Middle-earth books and stuff as well. I'm really excited. I need to read more though. I'm lazy. Thus it came to pass that upon his ascension, factions of nobility headed by his two younger brothers both rose in revolt against him, with only the central lands of Cardolan remaining loyal to him, as his projects as a prince to improve the status of the crown lands had won him greater claim there. It seemed likely that if his brothers united against him, he would fall, but Targon had won the admiration of many an ambitious and capable young man, and so was surrounded by a group of capable advisors and lieutenants. With this loyal council behind him, Targon named to draw out the Khar-Dallani civil war, forcing a stalemate. After 6 years of indecisive warfare, Targon's supporters gained the upper hand by a diplomatic masterstroke, convincing the kingdom of Arthedain to enter the war in support of him. With the aid of Arthedain, over the next 3 years, Targon's first brother, Terendur, was slain in battle, and the second, Kaulodemir, was forced to flee into the wilds of Rudar, whence he was never heard from again. His throne thus secured, Targon set about humbling the rebellious nobility, stripping them of many of the privileges and autonomy they once had enjoyed. Some of the lesser noble houses forfeited their statuses entirely, becoming little more than peasants. However, this harsh decision would spell the end of his house, as years after his own death, Targon's grandson and granddaughter would die at the hands of a dispossessed house he stripped of their former lands, putting an end to the line of Forendor and Cardalan. I just realized the music stopped as well. Let's put that back on. There we go. Oh, wow. Right. So, yet the lyrics, back to this now. It feels like an age since I was reading this. Yet the lyrics to these ditties appear to be doggerel of the most risible kind. I leaf through page after page of yellow boots, hoary willows, lascivious river nymphs, and obese ponies, and then I am struck by the weirdest verse of all. Hey dole, merry dole, ring-a-ding-dillo, ring-a-dong, hop along, follow the willow, tom-bom, jolly tom, Tom Bombadillo. Can this baffling nonsense really be the work of an immortal being of great power? So that's the whole Tom Bombadil thing, right? Do you know what? Why not? The elves of Rivendell are not immune to silly sing-song. In fact, in The Hobbit, when they first arrive at Rivendell, there's a song in the book, I remember. Have you watched the War of the Rohirrim movie? I haven't yet. I was going to watch it a few weeks ago. But then I did something else. But I need to... It's on my watch list. I really need to watch it. I'm currently finishing a series, and then I'll probably watch it next. If you are lazy, you can enjoy some of Middle-earth lore channels. Yeah, I watch... Is it Nerd of the Rings quite a bit? I just stick on a random video every now and then, whatever pops up in my recommended. I love his stuff. I actually used his channel to learn some of the lore about the War of the Rohirrim before I played it. Because I always like to do at least some research, so I get an understanding of a playthrough. I don't like going in without knowing absolutely nothing. Tom Bombadil, the infamous chapter in the Fellowship of the Ring. One good channel is Nerd of the Rings. Ah yeah, that's the one I basically watch. 90% of my Lord of the Rings stuff comes from him. Deep Geek, I need to look at him as well. Right, recognizing the immense sacrifices made by the fathers of men in the War of the Wrath and the preceding battles of Beleriand, the Valar decreed to rise up for them a land in which they may live in peace and plenty. From the great sea of Belegar arose the Isle of Elenor, the five-pointed star, and upon it was established the famed kingdom of Númenor. The surviving members of the three houses of the Edain made landfall there in year 32 of the Second Age, and took for their king Elros, son of Erendil, who took the name Tar Minyatur, high first ruler in the Quenya tongue. King Elros. That would be you. That's me, I don't know why I hovered me. Oh, Blood of Númenor 10. Yeah, of course, this would be back when the blood was the richest. 500 years of age he lived to. Oh man. I'm almost halfway there. In those early years, Enware, herald of Manwë, dwelt amongst the Númenorians, teaching them much in the ways of craft and lore. He was joined in this task by the Falomiri elves of Tol Eressëa. He would often come by ship out of the west. Great friendship there was in those days between the elves and the men of Númenor, and so the prosperity and wisdom of the Númenorians grew in leaps and bounds until Númenor resembled Valinor in its bliss, remade in mannish guise. So back then it really felt like the elves and men and dwarves really got along. There wasn't a lot of like friction between them. I quite like it. Let's see. From the generosity of Enware came a renaissance for men. Yes. Ooh. Númenor was divided into 6 regions, with its central peak and each point of the star-shaped landmass having their own distinct character and unique role to play in the greater Númenórean state. Forostar was the great northern promontory of Númenor, a rugged land of cliffs and high moors, with woods of fir and larch. Travelling north, the land became rockier and more mountainous, culminating at the peak of Sorrentil, where the land fell sheer into the sea, forming tremendous cliffs. This was the abode of eagles, and from this rocky land came the vast quantities of stone needed to build the great cities of Númenor. Orostar was the eastern promontory of Númenor. A range of hills ran along its northern coast, which protected the region from cold northeasterly winds. Orostar held some of the most important farmlands of Númenor, where much grain was sown. Wait, so is this Númenor? Or is Númenor something different again? Elros is Elrond's brother. Ah. This is not Númenor. Right, let me... because it did say, it said Island of Númenor. That's why I was a bit confused. Can I find a map where it shows this separately again? Ah, no. Númenor is where we are now, right? I think. No, that's Arnor. Oh, man. Númenor was an island. It's a star-shaped island to the far southwest of Beleriand. Ah, okay. Right, I'm trying to see. Okay, this map kind of shows... Is this a complete map? Oh, wow. Wait, what? Wait, Middle-earth just gets bigger and bigger? Wait a minute. What is this? This is Beleriand. And yet Beleriand is tiny in the grand schemes of things. That's Númenor. What the hell is this? What? It just gets bigger and bigger. It's like when you play World of Warcraft back in the day for the first time. They just keep adding to the map. That's what I'm going through right now. What? Beleriand is way too big in this map. Also, Beleriand should be even smaller again. These aren't really accurate maps. Oh, okay. Oh, that's Valinor. Yes, of course. Yes, that makes sense, right. It's funny, because I thought Valinor was kind of tiny, because I only have this reference. Actually, no, yeah, you can see the land here, yeah. Ah, that's a good point. Yeah, this is all land, right? So Valinor is actually huge itself. Aman and the Plains of Valinor. I can't read that. I can't zoom in. No one of the race of mortals from the outer lands is supposed ever to come here, and few ever do now. We have the shadowy seas, the Bay of Eldamar. Have we got more writing like that on the map that I haven't seen before? That was in red text. Oh, we have stuff over here as well. Bay of Formor, the Inner Seas. Fallen Empire of the Dragon Lords. That sounds cool. I need to remember to look that up at some point. Wildwood of the Avari. I don't think we have any other text on the map. But we do have this little wet text here. Okay, this is cool. Man, I'm getting so lost right now. Right. We read this, didn't we? I think we read all of this. Or did we? I might have to read it again. That's okay, Ramat. Have a good time at work. Thank you for stopping by. The location of Númenor is somewhat accurate, though. Ah, okay. Valinor is Titanic. Oh, as in huge. I was thinking Titanic is in the movie. Valinor isn't even really an Arladar anymore. Go far east. How far east? Farther east than I went? The Forsaken Isles? Wait, how far did I go? Oh, I think I was looking up here, right? Ah, the Fallen Empire of the Dragon Lords. Really sounds interesting. I need to look that up at some point. Eru, not Manware. The world was originally fat. Flat? Fat, flat. Right, I'm gonna go back to reading. Okay. I think I read this, I didn't read this. Orostar was the eastern promontory of Numenor. A range of hills ran along its northern coast, which protected the region from cold northeasterly winds. Orostar held some of the most important farmlands of Numenor, where much grain was grown. Oh yeah, we did read that. Right, so can I get a big map of Numenor? Just by itself? Do such things exist? Okay, this kind of looks like something. I don't know where I've put everything. There we go. So that's the 5 regions of Numenor. We'll keep this one open, because we might reference this one again. Right. I can lose some stress. I'm not very stressed, though. Let's see. I wonder how we transported all that stone. That's a good question, actually. My income's going down as well. Heranistar was the southwestern region of Numenor and was the wine country of the region, hosting large palatial plantations. The southernmost section of the promontory became more mountainous but remained green throughout the year. Andestar was the western promontory of Numenor and was a fertile region. Its western shores were broken by 3 bays, with the northernmost of these being the Bay of Anderney. On the highland around this bay, the Númenóreans built the port and city of Andernir, whose lords were to be ancestors of the kings of Arnor and Gondor. Right. So this is really relevant to us. Shared between Hyanustar and Andustar was the region of Nisil Meladar. Help me. I can't English or anything. Land of the fragrant trees. Okay. The region surrounding the great haven of Alodalonde. In this region were the exotic plants of Tol Aresia, planted and cultivated, and the region was dominated by the great Malon trees, from which are descended the Malon trees of Lothlorien. Oh. Tol Aresia, known as the Lonely Isle to Aresia, is an island off the east coast of Aman. Its largest town and capital is Avalone. By the power of Ulmo, it was used to transport Vivania, Noldor, and Falmari across the Belagia to Aman. In the later days, it has become known as the Isle of Exiles, as many of the exiles, both re-embodied and returned over the sea, choose to make their dwelling there, desiring to remain closer to Middle-earth, which they had loved, and farther from Valar. Okay. Interesting. Malon trees, few now are left of their like. A great tragedy indeed. Then what do we have here? So Heranistar was the wide promontory that spread out to the south and east of Numenor. Along its southern shores were wide beaches of white sand, and on its western borders, where the shorelands were interrupted by the mouths of the river Cyril, stood the township of Nindamos. The Heranistar was most famous for its trees, and it held great plantations that provided much of the wood used by Numenor's shipwrights. Metalma was a pastoral region of grassland and pasture that lay in the central parts of the island. The eastern part of Metalma was the most important region of the whole island. This was Arendor, the Kingsland, where the royal city of Armenelos stood, as well as the bustling eastern port of Romena. Armenelos, also known as the City of Kings and Armenelos the Golden, was the capital city of Numenor. It was the fairest of all the cities on the island, and in later years possibly the largest, after Anderney declined. It was situated on a hill in eastern central Numenor, in the district called Arendor, the Kingsland, close to Melotama. The chief road of Numenor ran through the royal city. Eastward, it led to the haven of Romena, while westward it led to Anderney. Armenelos contained the great house of the kings, reportedly built with the help of the Maya, and the courts of the king, where the right tree Nimloth grew. So, I assume, like, the Maya, as in, like, Saruman, Gandalf, and all of these guys, were also alive back then, right? Did they have ancestors as well, or did they just kind of come into being and have been here for most of the history too? In the late Second Age, it would also contain the great temple to Melkor. The city was destroyed along with the rest of the island in Ankh-Kalabeth. Okay. I don't want to become reclusive. Let's see. Golden Armenelos, a perfect place to network and make allies. Man, this is so cool. Oh, what's this? I've been poring over a copy of an ancient Quenya genealogy for hours now, but I can't make either heads or tails of this. It shows the descent of the House of Finwë, but High King Gil-galad's ancestry seems unclear. There's branches coming both from the High King Fingon, slightly smudged, and from King Orodreth of Nargothrond. Barely visible is another line coming from the House of Feanor. How could a scribe get the High King's descent wrong twice? Surely this is well established. I could burn it. No. We all make mistakes. It's fine. I don't think we should be burning history. I could say something there, but we won't get into it. From the plains of Mitalmar rose a single tall mountain. The famous Meneltarma, the holy mountain and pillar of heaven. Birds and animals did not approach the mountain, and only the eagles of Manwë, sacred guardians of the mountain and all the land, were seen circling over its summit. The Meneltarma was sacred to the Númenóreans as a holy place devoted to Eru Ilúvatar. I do know what that is. All who set foot on the mountain were required to keep a solemn silence, save for the king, who would utter prayers and thanksgivings on behalf of his people. The three prayers of Eru Kjörme, Eru Laitale, and Eru Fantale were held to mark the passing of the seasons at its sacred peak, where attendees would dress in white and wear garlands to make bloodless offerings of fruit in thanks and praise of Ilúvatar. Ooh. Have I ever thought of playing Victoria 3? Yes, I have played it. I was actually going to buy the DLC for it, but I had to buy other stuff instead. I want to play it a bit more in my spare time. I don't know if I would ever do a series on it though, because it seems like the kind of game where I just chill and slowly build up. And I don't really have much to say when I play. We'll see. The Lord of the Rings universe, a fallen empire of the Dragonlords, would most likely refer to a long past powerful civilization that was once ruled by dragon riders or dragon-like beings. Why does that sound familiar? Maybe that's where someone got inspiration. Who knows? Who knows? I don't know the order of things. I would like to read into it though, because I guess it makes sense that there would be a time where dragons were more numerous and whatnot, right? There should potentially be another continent that is uninhabited or is filled with some of Morgoth's creations that are isolated. Ooh. Sounds scary. If you ever want a good source, use Tolkien Gateway and nothing else. Definitely not the one Ricky to order more, as that's often inaccurate. Okay, thank you for that. Because I often do Google character names and whatnot, so I'll keep that in mind when the search results pop up. For a possible future playthrough, there are some dwarfs in the region of the Yellow Mountains. Yes, I have looked at them. In fact, I even made a submod where I started as my own custom dwarf. I think it was over here. No, where was it? Over here, because you have the Whispering Waters, and I made my own lore around them. But I suck at submodding, and I was having problems. I couldn't get it set up properly. I can't remember what the problem was, actually. I couldn't set it for some reason to actually be a dwarven delving. So I gave up. That's the city scene in the Rings of Power. I still need to watch Rings of Power. The Maya and Valar were created by Eru Ilúvatar. Ah, okay. Just check, the place I meant is called the Darklands. A continent southeast of Middle-earth. Yeah, Eru Ilúvatar is good. Yeah, I did watch a video on this, and I think I've read it before. Inspiration for Game of Thrones, maybe. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe. It's something we probably... I don't know. Right, stewardship, let's do it. Let us continue. Did I read that? A lot of these random historical endeavor events are little in jokes. Ah, okay. My eye's heavy and the candle is burning low. Where did all the time go? Yeah, exactly. Where did the time go? We've already been streaming over an hour, and all I've done is read. And you know what? Time flew by, and I didn't hate it at all. And I got a book. If I was traveling and just getting the random pop-up events, I would have been annoyed, but this was amazing. Oh, I get to pick one. Okay, okay. So I can get Ellenwin's About Warfare, an excellent commented copy of the Siege of Angband and the Realms of Beleriand, showing great understanding of the source material and the opposing forces. The cover is wood that has been painted to display a repeating image of symbols and phrases in dedication to Horamer. Or I can get the Lost Island of Númenor, an insightful commented copy of the Lost Island of Númenor showing great... Okay, it's the same. Description. The cover is gold, displaying a repeating image of the Star of Eriador, enunciated by the placement of sapphire inserts. Wait, what one? What should I do with it? Would it be better preserved in this library or in my collection? You will become the owner? I will become the owner of the lost island of Numenor. Yes. And I will look after this book, and my heirs and their heirs shall learn about the history of our people and our ancestors. Is it a inventory? Oh, it's a court item. Let's see. I got Northern Dúnedain architecture or Tales of King Arassuil. Do you know what? I think the history of our people is more important than a book of myself. Let's get rid of this one. And we have that. Wait, that looked like it had a cool model. Take me back there a moment. I want to look at the side. You see how this cover looks quite boring, right? But this one has a proper artwork to it. That's the closest we can get, I think. It's really cool. I never noticed that before. Also, this throne room is bloody amazing. Even though we're not actually there, I appreciate that we have it anyway. It's better than having a default base game run. Right. Oh, we were fighting a war. I've just been stood... No, where's my army? My army's just been stood here the whole time. That's why my gold went down. Right, let's go and help them. I can probably lead the armies now. Or I can't. Wait, commander traits? Commander skill? I'm going to lead the armies. Let us march. I must help my heir's wife. I almost forgot that we were playing the game. Oh, man. Let's wipe out them armies. I can get a closer look if I click on the artifact. Okay, I have to do that in a minute. Let's end this bloody war. It's at 100%. Yeah, my army is so good. Ah, it's because I have all of the extra men here, of course, from the beginning. There we go. Right, disband you. So technically, you're landed now. Right. I wonder if that's going to mess with succession at all. We'll have to wait and find out. Let's ransom you. If I go back to my royal court here. And if I click on the artifact. Do I have to do it? Oh, it zoomed in on the left. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. There is also an Amazon series focused on the forging of the rings. The reviews are kind of bad from what I know because a bunch of things were changed. Is that the Rings of Power or something different? Hello from Denmark. Keep up the good work. Hello, Jack. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? The Rings of Power refers to the rings that Sauron made for the humans. Oh, that's a reply to someone else. Yeah, I know about the Rings of Power. I just never watched it. Because, do you know why I never watched it? And it's very narrow-minded of me. Because I saw a clip, right? And the Dwarf Queen didn't have a beard. What's up with that? So I never watched it. But I should. It's not like I hate it or anything. I was just like, oh, that's disappointing. And then I got busy with other things in life instead. So, but yeah, no, I think I will actually give it a watch. Same with the new War of the Rohirrim movie. I should watch this stuff. I always like to give things a chance, despite what popular opinion is. Yeah, I know a lot of people say it's not good, but, you know, I'll still watch it at some point. I just have a lot of things to watch at the moment and read and all of this stuff. Oh, the spotted fever has popped up. Ah, bloody hell. Right, what are we doing now? So now, let's try the next thing. I wanted to try and leapfrog my legend over here. We could try and get it into the Shire and then this way, because I feel like if I spread it here, I don't share a border with you anyway. Yeah, let's do that. So, does it... Oh, we could spread it to Bree as well, actually. Let's colonize Cardbine. And I will look after this stuff. We'll get rid of the bear dens. Man, it takes 5 months. I could even increase development here. In fact, do you know what? I'm earning gold right now. Let's do that, because it will speed up the building. But also, development is already 43 in the capital. I think we're kind of okay. We can afford to divert our attention a little bit. It still says 5 months. I think it takes time to build up, right? And I'm no longer obese. Lovely. You will become my protectorate. The Hobbits of Bree. I will protect you. I will. Did they fund my war against Moria at the beginning? I think they did. They did give me some gold, actually. So it's nice to pay them back. They prioritize modern... okay. I won't get into that because I'm not educated enough on it. I try not to speak about things where I don't know too much. Look out for the disease spreading. Yeah. I think it's going to stay in the mountains, though. It's only a minor plague too, so I think we'll be fine. We'll be more than fine. Right, so we're going to colonize here. How do I want to get into here? Maybe Barrowed Downs as well. Let's also colonize this. I can have 3 colonies. I don't like to go over that because I don't want to exploit it. We also have the Barrow Whites here. Following the Great Plague, coincidentally, which wiped out much of the remaining population of Cardolan, the Witch King sent cruel whites, undead slaves to his will to infest the Barrows. The Barrow Downs became an accursed place, oft shrouded in mysterious fogs, and the terror created by the unquiet dead thwarted the attempts of Arthedain to recolonize Cardolan. Even now they are byword for evil, and the few travelers who pass this way risk being lured to their deaths in the silent tombs. I can upgrade this. I can cleanse them. Oh, there's so many cool buildings around here. Right, let's upgrade this. Get rid of the bears. I'm also going to need, let's see, legends. I do have a court chronicler. Let's put you on legend spread chance. And I need my legend to just start spreading down here. Was it not already here? No, it is. Okay, yeah. So it's going to start spreading down through my colonies into the Shire. And then it's going to go from the Shire across to Lindon and the dwarfs and whatnot. I believe in this. Oh, I can't. No, because the Shire is not a border. Ah. Let's see. You're my protectorate. And I can't do this either. Right. So I had to go this way. In that case, let's abandon this one. But this plan is still good. Let's go for the Ravainduin. I can colonize this. We'll get rid of the wild orcs. Ugh, disgusting. And then colonize this. And maybe these guys... yeah, let's upgrade there as well. Okay, all of my colonies are up here. Maybe eventually I could even... let's see, I can ask them to promote my legend now even. They would accept. That they would. Let's see, legend promoter joins. And even better, I can now vassalize her. Normal obligations, that's fine. And I think now my legend will more easily spread into Lindon. Yes, the heirs of Isildur, that might be enough to get 300 baronies. We'll have to see. Whose legend is this? Ah, Rohan's, okay. Bears have been subdued. Let's now get rid of the wolves. It takes no time at all to do this. It's crazy. My settlers in Cardbine are used to bears roaming near their colony. A little extra caution is ordinarily all that is required. And even the more inquisitive beasts can normally be deterred by the vigorous clanging of cooking pans. One bear is different, known as Yogi in the local dialect. He is smarter than the average bear, stalking working parties and attacking them whenever they pause for a repast. As soon as the workers have scattered, he raids the baggage for supplies, stealing any food they have brought with them. There is considerable debate in the settlement as to how to deal with the problem. The colony has employed rangers who wish to mount an expedition against a bear. However, the settlement smith believes the bear can be lured into an ingenious trap of his own design, faced with a honey-laden beehive. This is nonsense. I'm gonna go and dispatch with him. There we go. He's gone. Cull him down. Problem dealt with. We're gaining a lot of gold suddenly. I don't know where the extra gold income's coming from. Right. You probably... I can't... yeah, because you already have your own legend, so I can't ask you to promote it. But what I can do is slowly spread my legend into your lands. Yes, I can. Right. In here, the hobbits find the swords that could harm Nazgûl. Oh, that's where they found the swords. Oh. Okay. Wait, we got a dynasty legacy. Let's get close bonds. May create House Paragon accolades. House members in an army with this knight are somewhat less likely to be wounded or killed. Your children gain Hastaluda and some experience when they come of age. House members in an army with this knight are... I just read that. Ooh, and we get renown. Let's get close bonds. I don't have a spare accolade slot right now, though. But when I next get one, remind me to get this. So this is something I don't really know. Is Arnor like mostly abandoned land with mostly wildlife? Or are there any orcs or other monsters that live there? That's something someone else would have to answer. I mean, I guess going from the mod, there's a lot of like orcs in the mountains and whatnot. But I don't know if they would live in the wilderness here. Maybe a lot of bandits and stuff. Because you also have the rangers, right? The rangers' job is to like protect this area. Kind of like what we were doing at the beginning. So I would assume like orc presence in the wilds would be minimal. Although it's not like there's a ton of rangers. Yogi the Bear reference. I don't know that. Is that Yogi the Bear? Okay. Visually I know it, but I've never watched it. 1958. That might be why. I missed that reference, but you guys caught it. The only bear I remember from my childhood is, what was it? You know that bloody TV show? Where he always read a story or something, like Bear in the Blue House or something? I can't remember it. God, that was too many years ago now. Right, what's this? Legend decreases. No. We're gonna do this one. Pull a dragon there for all I care. Please don't, actually. Hello, Matt. How you doing? Welcome, welcome. Hello, Brighton As King. How you doing? Welcome. Right, wolves have been subdued. So now it's about upgrading. Except I've run out of gold by some miracle. I'm going to upgrade these to settlements before I pass them off. Just because I don't want my vassals to lose these. Because I need my legend to spread here. No, I've told you once before, my army is not a nursery. Right, let's upgrade you. What's this? Upon reviewing the latest surveyor's reports from the growing settlement in Rovanduin, it becomes clear that the wild orcs that were spotted in the vicinity of the colony are a breed of diminutive goblins led by a particularly crafty individual who goes by the name of Grip. While goblins are usually less of a threat than regular orcs, they still pose a problem and need to be dealt with, especially if their leader is left to its own devices. I could trick him. Can we just kill them? Let's trick them into leaving, though. It's guaranteed. There we go. Legend promoter joins. Glorfindel's back in Elrond. You guys aren't the ones I need promoting it, though. Right, let's get rid of the wolves. I need these guys over here to start promoting it. In fact, let's see. So it's currently right here. Can I not just ask my vassals to promote it? Yeah, I can. That should help speed things up then. Let's see. Ask to promote legend. Pretty much everyone's going to accept, I think. You're already promoting a legend? What about you? Already promoting as well. Okay. So they're promoting it, but I guess it takes some time. So it's trying to spread here. 11.7% chance. And I guess, is that a monthly tick? Let's go back to 4 times speed. I didn't realize I was on 3 times still. It's doing something. Right, stewardship perk. We'll do that in a moment. While I hear numerous attempts to curry my favor have not gone unnoticed, I cannot feel but irritated by Lady Lindary's sudden interest in me. No, thank you. My wife, rest in peace, is the only woman I shall have interest in. My vassals are less likely to join independence factions. It's not a problem anyway, but we have a perk, we might as well spend it. Right, we're more colony stuff here. I walk through the streets of Amon Rain with my steward, looking for opportunities to remedy the somewhat empty treasury. When we reach the market's weighing halls... that's tyrannical though. Let's try this. Okay, I failed. It's okay though, it's okay. Right. So this, I just need to upgrade. I don't have the gold. This has been solved as well. This is currently being upgraded. We need to get free development as well. We'll just do one at a time. Hello, Jaeger. How you doing? Welcome, welcome. The Great Big Bear in the Great Blue House. Yes, that's what it was, Stan. I used to always watch that when I was really young before bed. Ah, man. I completely forgot about it until this whole moment, though. Just been enjoying my anniversary with my partner. Oh, nice. Hopefully you guys are having a lovely day. Did you ask the leader of the Shire to promote it? I haven't tried that yet, actually. He's already spreading a legend. Oh, man. Can I see what legend he's spreading? Oh, he has his own legend. A mighty endeavor for a took. I don't know if I want to overwrite that. I'm overwriting everyone else's, though. Let's see. Elrond's written me another poem. Thank you very much. Let's see. Can we see? It's going to have to snake its way through here, isn't it? So how does it work? Because these guys are promoting my legend, but my legend is not actually in their land. So does it just increase the spread chance when it borders them or something? Ah, there we go. It spread once, so now it's going to spread some more. Chicken pox is spreading. Oh, bloody hell. What's it? I'm anticipating a great battle as well. Where's the chicken pox? Oh, it's actually spawned quite close. It's a minor plague. We might get away with this. Let's see. I'll keep an eye on it. I also want to keep an eye on this. So that's now... Yeah, it's still 11% chance. But if we look... Here, that's only 5% up there. Even though he said he would promote my legend. Yeah, I still don't understand the legend DLC properly, because I haven't really played with it too much. My brother Arahad, known for his interest in venom, brings rumors of beasts spotted in my realm. Interesting. We have found more orcs. Right. Let's upgrade you. Another 170 gold. And we have finally discovered the windmills. Oh, yes. The best technology in the game. Right, can I... Oh, we have sanitation as well. Everything else is researched. And I can't do this yet. So, is there now something better to be built here? Let's see, can I build... Oh no, windmills is only in the capital, isn't it? Yeah. So, I would have to replace something here. Oh, but I already put so much money into this. Let's see. Level 4 farmsteads is 1.4. But... if I... Which is better anyway? What's the difference? Development growth, development growth, development growth. Ah, buildings are a bit cheaper, right. I mean, I don't care about that then. I think I care about this more. You get percentage tax and you get more development. So a level 4 windmill. I might have to preview it here instead. Let's see. Level 4 windmill gives similar gold, 18% more taxes though. Okay. Development growth and more development growth. So actually replacing the farms with windmills might be the way to go. Because this gives me development growth. 20%. That's only 5%. Ah, but this is only 2%. Ah, no. Actually replace the... Ah, but this gold is lower. Yeah, but it's going to be 18%. I think we replace the manor houses with windmills. How much is a windmill nowadays? 170. We'll do that in the future. I'm off to do some stupid stuff. We'll watch the rest of the stream at a later point. Goodbye, everyone. Enjoy the stream. Thank you, Rangatoni. Thank you for stopping by. Hopefully you have a lovely rest of your day. The chicken pox is spreading. Oh, it's going to spread up the river, isn't it? Let's see. It's just a minor plague. I'll keep an eye on it. But I think we'll be okay. This is almost upgraded now. How's the legend doing? Oh, it's making its way. So the plan is going to be successful. And I've gained cancer. No. The end days are approaching. I have poor health now. And I am at death's doorstep. There was a thing inside me which is not me. It eats its way through my flesh, feeding from my life force. Its strength increasing while I wither away. I push my hands against the growth under my skin. My fingers aching to tear it out. The thought of it growing makes me want to puke. Yes, unfortunately, it is cancer. I only know of one efficient treatment, my brother. Wait, you are my brother, aren't you? Yes. Now, I added nameplates, so we don't have to click as much anymore. Do no more than what is necessary. Excellent work. I'm no longer dying. I'm no longer dying. Bustling colony has been built. There does come a moment when I have to decide to... Let's see, we can stop losing weight for now. I will have to lay down my life. Because it is lore accurate, lore friendly. But I think for now, we're okay. Yeah, the chickenpox is getting closer slowly. More reports roll in from the lordship of Hargruan as the chickenpox continues to rage. Aralef, having brought me the latest of his missus personally, slams a hand on my desk. The people expect us to be performing some acts to help them. Now, I've seen this type before. All we need to do is purge some of the filthy animals that have been bedeviling the area. The affliction surely won't last without them. It is the will of Manwë. Oh... Jod, dogs are constantly covered in filth. Get rid of them. It must be done for the better health of the people. Look how snaky this is. Oh, man. I would get more building spaces. But when? I already have all of the culture stuff I can get here. And this doesn't give me an extra building slot. I don't know how else to get one. Right, you're upgrading. Oh no, I can upgrade you now, even. Let's see, Elrond. I don't want to threaten Elrond, though. It's fine, just send it as is. That's okay. Might be worth to create a legend bridge through the Shire. I can't ask them to promote my legend, though, because they already have their own legend. And I think it would spread through here, right? Once it gets to here, it should spread into this way, is what I'm thinking. Would getting city building, didn't you get more money than buildings and castles? Probably, but the idea was I wanted to build castles here, because at the very least, I wanted these 5 to be my domain. Because I'm also building up development here, and I can hold them myself. So also my men-at-arms are going to be here. Like, our army is here, basically. It's like my long-term game approach, my game plan. Right. I'm going to feudalize this into a castle. Let's do that. And then we shall give this to you. And I would tell you to focus on making money. Get rich. There we go. Isolate capital, that's fine. Right, next we need to focus on this. Let's upgrade you. And I'm also going to move the development over here now. And then I need one more colony. Is this connected? I don't know. So I might just do one more colony here. And actually it would give us another way to branch into the Shire. Or like through the Shire here. I can't colonize this. Oh, I don't have enough gold. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to keep like... Maybe it's not the best, but I like the idea of having all of my army in one place, right? So it's like... One thing that always annoyed me in CK3, I feel like men-at-arms should be raised where they're stationed. I thought that's what was going to happen when the update came. But yeah, I like to, in my head, I like to think that my men-at-arms get raised where they're stationed, and I kind of summon the army and whatnot. Oh, it would be cool. Imagine all the levies as well have to come from the holdings and whatnot. It would be cool. I mean, I guess it's simulated by having to wait 40 days. You just don't visually see it, actually. Right, let's colonize this. We'll get rid of the floods. Get some buckets out, lads. The building is disabled, but that's okay. Right, the chicken pox, it's going west now. We're fine from this. And I am over my domain limit. As I grow older, I am losing some of this. So where is it? Oh, I gained the city. But, wait, I can hold cities? No. Wait, what? I'm confused. Who are you then? I thought I gave this city to a holy order. Wait. Why is this part of my... Huh? Did I not give this to a holy order? Oh, I never played CK2, but it's cool if it worked like that. Hello, Austin. How you doing? But I control this city. The larger your realm becomes, the longer it takes to raise armies as a simulation of travel as a soldier. Ah, that's cool. How you doing, Valadar, by the way? Welcome. I would love, even if it was just like arrows or something, I would love to visually see where all my levies and whatnot are coming from. And like raising the men-at-arms where they're stationed. That would be cool. Maybe the Holy Order disbanded. They're here, though. He still has this, yeah. Wait, is this even a Holy Order anymore, or is he unlanded? Wait, I'm confused. Why is he here? Revoke lease. No. He is the Holy Order. Oh, I'm so confused. I have 1400 hours in this game, and I'm still... Wait, I don't hold the city, but then why does it say... Why am I getting gold from it here? Usually it doesn't pop up with this. Yeah, look, your city holding. I do hold the city. Oh, I'm so confused. I'm so confused. Do you know, when I'm confused, usually the best thing that I do is ignore it. Right. Wait, why do I hold this? Oh, because it's also a colony, yes. So I need to give away something. I am incredibly confused why I have this city. There's no way to not send all their soldiers to war, so it wouldn't really work. Should it not be his city? Do you know what? Because I don't understand this. Do you know what I'm gonna do? Wait, no, because I can't grant it either, actually. There's no grant button. Huh? What is this city? Let's ignore it. Right, I'm gonna give this away instead. Where's the county? It's part of this. Okay, you are gonna be given... Yeah, 1 out of 8. I'm gonna have to give you this. It's fine. We'll get more lands, like special lands, later on. For now, I'm gonna go back to this. Pretend it doesn't exist. I can't don't revoke it. I don't want to revoke it, because I want the Holy Order to have it. They paid for it. I'm just a bit confused why it says it says that it's mine, because it should be someone else's. Chicken pox is spreading again. Has it arrived now? No. Oh, but it's getting towards my other holdings. Okay. A walk through Nygarth reveals something deeply unpleasant. A plague has arrived in this unassuming hamlet. Summon the physician, and we'll do a soft approach. It's spreading more. Oh, it's now going north. Right. Okay, now is the time where I might actually isolate the capital. Yeah, let's do that. I lose some control. Don't I have control growth as well, though? Yeah, that's fine. I have +1 control growth, so it literally doesn't do anything. You have come to pay homage. Welcome, my friend. You didn't bring me any gold, but I can forgive that for the time being. Oh, it's spreading. The capital's isolated, though. We'll be fine, we'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Right. You're building up. Oh, it's still spreading. Oh, it's over here now. I arrived back at my castle after a long, lonely walk. Another year passed, another year older. Another surprise birthday. We've had 2. In our 7 years, we've had 2 parties. Let's see, I'll take the smallest gift. The Taper of Incanus, a health boost. Ooh, thank you. I kind of need that, actually. I do have cancer at the moment. Right, lonely towns have been built over here now. Let's get you upgraded once I have the gold. Grave news reaches me. My son and heir Arahad has fallen ill with pneumonia. Isn't that the second time you've caught pneumonia? Apparently he likes to travel at sea a lot. That's why. He's going to... Oh, he's in Gondor even. You went on quite a long trip. What were you doing? Right. And I've just stopped the flooding. That was over here, wasn't it? Yes. Let's get rid of the restless spirits as well. Let's see. You're just waiting for upgrades. And you are waiting for my money, which has now arrived. So let's do that. And how is the legend doing? It is slowly making its way. There's a plan in here somewhere. Legend promoter has left. Why have you gone ahead and done that? Oh, my niece-in-law has fallen ill as well. She's 153. Oh, she has smallpox even. Oh, man. Oh, it's reached my capital. No. Right, then, Oh, man, the Ranger of Numenor now needs a successor. Let's see if we can find one. I have too many colonies now. Wait, what? Oh, I've inherited this colony. Right, let's give that away. Focus on economy. Why do things feel so intense now? Things have shifted so much. I can transfer vassals. Yes, let's keep things organized. I try my best. Right. Oh man, the Holy Order holds it for you, but you can take it back. It's basically mechanics. Maybe it's time to deal with the pox. It's okay. It will go. It will go. I have faith. Right, let's quickly refresh OBS. Seems to be freezing. Hopefully the stream is fine. Alliance expired. Oh. The great King Fori marched with us into Moria to deal with the orcs. And now my dear old friend and ally has passed on to the next life. Hopefully the dwarves host a great funeral. I would love to attend it. I don't know if the area really host funerals though. Let's see. So you've been completed. I just need to wait until I have the spare gold now. What was I doing? I'm focusing on this one. Ranger of Numenor can be reinstated. Oh, we lost it even. Okay, right. Let's appoint you. And I'm going to have to manually find someone for this. So, they need to have 8 prowess. No, 20 experience in bow. Forest fighter. Okay, forest fighter's the easiest one to find. Let's see. Let's do this. Inside diplomatic range. Marital status unmarried. I need a forest fighter. Let's see. Maybe... Oh, you're 5,000. Oh, you're an elf. That's going to be too hard. Someone who's not an elf. Like Eldamir would be good here. Except you're infirm and you're dying. So maybe not Eldamir. Uri's blind and a dwarf. I'll tell you what. Culture... Let's see. Where's culture on here? Let's do Dúnedain heritage. That might help us a little bit. So you're 56. That's not old enough to marry, is it? 75? Oh, but you don't have the blood of Numenor. Ah, no. Ah, yeah, this is fine as long as you don't have the blood of Numenor. Right, forest fighter. Arrange marriage. I don't have anyone. Really? Unmarried female. Oh, I don't. My caravan master. Oh, she's dying. Quick. Find a forest fighter. There we go. Someone who's a bit younger, maybe. How about Arachon? He's virtuous as well. Matrilineal marriage. Send the marriage. She has the blood of Numenor too, so that would be useful. Bustling colony has now been built. And there we go. The marriage has been formalized. Worthy successor. Ranger of Numenor. Arachon, you shall serve. Right. The rank is reset, but we solved it. Yeah, my domain limit's back to 10 now, yes. But my holdings are still 9, right? Yeah, this doesn't affect this. Let's see. My army's done a nursery. That's the third time you've asked me today. That's still building, but soon I can upgrade you and pass you off. As I walk down the halls, I hear some muffled laugh. That voice, I'm not used to hearing it so clear and bright. Ah, my son has recovered from pneumonia for the 2nd time in his life. He is a murderer. And a gallows bait. Accolade successor found for the Ranger of Numenor. Wait, didn't I just solve that? Let's see. Settled legend, plus 2% spread chance. It's worth a try. The filth of the road is kept well away from me by my horse as I ride through the streets of Amon-Rain, but the same cannot be said of those who trot through it. A peasant throws herself at me, one arm wrapped around a small stumbling child. My lord, please! He is very sick. Could you spare the merest touch to heal him? Oh man, I doubt this will help, but I will assist where I can. I gain popular opinion. I will try to look after my people. I do try my best. Right, how is it doing now? Okay, it's starting to phase out. That's good. How many people died from this? Only 7 people, surprisingly. And how's the legend doing? It's doing. It's very slow. Am I trying to colonize Cardolan or Arthedain next? I was going to do... Wait, wrong key. Cardolan next. And guys, the great King Arassuil, who not only fought the orcs in Moria, not only did he form an alliance between men, elves and dwarfs, he also formed the kingdom of Ruda. But now, at the age of 207, he has passed on to the next life. King Arassuil of Ruda has abandoned his mortal coil at 207 years of age. He died of cancer. A man not to be trifled with, he embodied the dignity of power of his title like few rulers can. King Arathorn now ascends to the throne. Having mastered many skills, he is sure to be admired by his subjects. Let us continue as King Arathorn. First things first, I need to host a funeral for my father. How expensive is that? Funeral. I must lay him next to my mother, who he loved dearly. Man, I love the funeral stuff. 245. If we wait just a little bit, we can do that. I will host a funeral. But first, let's take a look at King Arathorn the Brave, successor to Arassuil, and hopefully he can continue to spread the heirs of Isildur, which I think I need to inherit. Yes. So we are pretty good at martial stewardship, prowess and learning. Not so good at diplomacy. We are diligent. Arathorn does not shy away from hard work. We are also brave. Challenges or danger, Arathorn fears nothing. But we're a little bit shy. We prefer to avoid interacting with other people. And then, oh my god, look at the traits here. We are a tough soldier, renowned physician, gallant, a forest fighter, a forder, bit of a gallows bait. So we've committed a few crimes. Speaking of which, we are a murderer. But we are loyal, consecrated blood, a follower. Arathorn spent some time in Ranger Captain Nernodul's camp when she was a veteran adventurer, being part of her entourage when she became landed. Ah, that's my wife, yes. We are a pilgrim, hail, we have Blood of Numenor 6, and an experienced traveller. Interesting. We inherited all of my father's titles. I might have to give away another holding by the looks of things. Let's see, when it comes to relationships, I have many, many friends, including Elrond, my wife, my best friend, Lady Firiel's Chancellor. My player Aaron's son is also my friend. My daughter's my friend, and so is my other daughter. Right, speaking of which, let's get organized on the pinned characters. I do have one rival. Lord Baragond the Stout of Numenus. Maybe this could be the grounds for me taking Numenus. Maybe it does belong to the ruler. We will have to see how things develop. But when it comes to children, let's see. Get my son an heir pinned, my daughters as well. Are you guys married off? My son is married off. She does have Blood of Numenor 4, and she does have virtuous traits. In fact, they already have 3 children themselves. Oh man, that's the thing. We live so long, we have 0 control over this. Galad L'Oreal, my daughter, she married, but has become widowed. You fell from a mountain trail. Did manage to have one son. Although the Blood of Numenor is starting to fade a little bit. And then Almariel has had 3 children already as well. Blood of Numenor 6, 5, and 6. Okay, so it's going strong here. Oh, look at that. Handsome and hale. Right, but my son, let's see. So I have a granddaughter, a grandson, who Argnuir, Nerwin, Arathorn. Wait. So we now have Arathorn the Second, right? Which means if Arathorn here has a son, if we name him Aragorn, technically it would be kind of accurate. I think. Right. I also need to remember. So my granddaughter, you're being trained in learning. Okay, but that's basically almost over. Algunri? Blood of Numenor 6. Okay, that's good. And you're the heir of my heir, so that's not so bad. And you're handsome, you're a follower too. Let's see, you're also focused on learning, huh? Oh man. Your guardian, like, I think we could do better. Let's remove guardian. Wait. Oh, I can't invite you to court? Ah, where's my son? No, my son is here. Do you know, I might have to pause kind of thing. My granddaughter here. No, my grandson. I wanted to... Let's see. Offer guardianship. Let's see. If I become his guardian for now... and I do that, can I then... Is that working? There we go. That's fine. Wait, so you're traveling to me. Oh, you're all the way down here. Wait, why are you down there? Well, you've come to pay homage. Pay homage, that's fine. Before we unpause too much, I need to do this as well. So we have martial and we have wandering. Well, now I'm a leader, we probably won't wander too much. We could go stewardship because we still need to build up. Especially if I want to take a Numenus. Stewardship could be useful. Yeah, I'm going to go stewardship. Go wealth. I know, I do it a lot, but we still need to build up. Let's see. Cultural fascination. My wards get additional skills. Personal physician costs less to hire. And treatments have better outcomes. Let's do that. I do have a physician, but you're terrible. Here, Meldis, you're going to become my... Oh, you're a leper, actually. Dorlad, you're going to become my new physician. There we go. You're slightly better. And... Why are you not... Oh, I need to inherit the legend. Yeah, let's inherit the legend. The heirs of Isildur. I will start owning this. And then I will go back to... Wait. Legend spread chance plus 20%. Okay. The council needs filling as well. Right, best steward. Lord Eldakar the Disgraceful. You're going to become my steward. Gonna need a good spy master as well. Lord Roma, my cousin, maybe? Ah, but Lord Hurlian, the honest. I mean, he's honest and his intrigue is so much higher. Let's have you. And then Chancellor, I need good diplomacy. Lord Bregor, you're a powerful vassal. Let's have you stay on domestic affairs. And then I need a marshal as well. Lord Kirdan, you shall train the commanders. Right. So that's organized. I have another perk. Oh, in diplomacy. Right, let's see. I think Heart of the Family. Let's keep the family close. I like that. I can end capital isolation. Let's do this. The capital should be fine. We're going to be losing a lot of development, but that's the way plagues go. Oh, we still have a bloody plague there. I'm stupid. Divine the stars. And I think everything else is kind of fine. We just need to deal with domain limit. I can pardon my daughter. What does she do? Known criminal. Attempted a family murder. I'm a murderer myself, though. Oh, man. Who did I murder? Isa Ianef of Eriador. Oh, man. What did I do? Do you know what? My daughter, no one needs to know about this. I can understand what might drive you to such things. We will sweep it under the rug. Okay. I think I'm in position. My knights are falling ill. My court physician's improving. I'm going to have to give away some land. I'm a dedicated worker at least, so I raise my stewardship a little bit. I'm just waiting for my grandson to arrive, and then maybe I can ship him off to Elrond. That's the plan here. Bastion of Numenor now needs a successor. Let's find one of those. God, there's always so much reorganization and stuff when you die. I got so used to playing the same guy, I forgot about all of this. Young Arganui, my grandson, has at last arrived. Okay, excellent news. This is very good. To the thoughtful King Arathorn of Ruda, my regrets will has come to this. I have evidence of your doubt about Manwë. If I wish for you my silence, you would do as I say. I'm a non-believer? Oh, do I have any other secrets? I'm just a non-believer. Oh, man. Wait. You're not my vassal, though. You're an adventurer. Do you know what? I will accept for now. You may have a hook on me, but I promise you this. I will be the one to have the last laugh. Right, I need to deal with my grandson now. So, if I remove Guardian, like so, and then I go here and I offer Ward, oh, I can't do it? Ah, that's annoying. Wait, but you're my guest. Oh, have you already left? Oh, you're traveling back. Ah, because my wife owned... Wait, my wife has custody of the children? Oh, because my son's there. Elevate to co-monarch. Oh, man. Wait, son, what? Why are you here? No, my son's here. Where's your wife? Your wife is there, right? She won't accept because you're my wife's friend. Oh man, what is this? This is complicated. So I'm here, my wife's there, my son is here, his wife is down there. Apparently, me and my son don't get on very well with our wives. We've decided to take a trip and we're gonna rule elsewhere now. Since you want to take Numenus and have many colonies in Arthedain, why not try to colonize Arthedain instead of Cardolan? I mean, that's such a long-term thing in a way. We're not going to be doing that today or probably even next stream. Right now, I'm trying to spread my legend. Desperately trying to get it across here. Oh, man. This has become a mess. Everything was so organized. No, I'm not going to drop my legend. No, Elrond. I am spreading the heirs of Isildur. You will not sway me away from that. Right, you can become successor for the Bastion of Númenor. Let's do that. Robbie, thank you very much. And I shall continue with this. Right, that's already continuing. Oh no, that's the development thing. I'm so stupid sometimes. Right, feudalize into a castle. Grant that to you. And I'm going to do something. Right, first, focus on economy. And then I'm also going to ask you to promote the legend. You won't accept? Oh yeah, because you don't have the income. That's fine. Of course. Okay. Oh, because the colonies add to this, of course. Right. I'll tell you what. I'm going to give you this. Might accept. That's a lot of gold, though. And I will continue focusing on this. Let's also get the development down there. Oh, building takes so long now as well, because I lost all my traits. Oh, man. And I might have to... Let's see. Am I losing income yet? Not yet, but I will be very soon. Because of this. Oh, no, I already am. I'm losing 20% taxes. Do you know, it's not the worst thing, actually. We're still getting 14. Bloodstained cloth, crow's feathers, strange smelling concoctions. This is the evidence presented to me by a group of villagers from Amon Rain as proof that Ellis has been practicing witchcraft. Then she must burn for her sins. I will not accept witches in my lands. Get out of here. Right, and now, because of the whole gold issue, Numinous does look a little bit more enticing, doesn't it? Lost 30 opinion of me, of course you did. So... What's the best way to do this? I could just revoke title. It is an act of tyranny. Everyone loses 20 opinion of me. It's not like I'm purely evil though, so... I don't really want to be tyrannical about it. I could fabricate a claim. And do it a bit more honorably, maybe. Legend has spread into my realm. No. I have my own legend. Thank you very much. Let's see. 115 baronies. I'm hoping it can bridge into the Shire this way. Oh, you're spreading here. Okay. It does seem to spread quite slow, doesn't it? Right. My daughter, Almario, my youngest, has now given birth to a son. Guys! We finally get to name a child. Right. You guys give me your name suggestions. And an education focus. Oh, bless me. And we shall get it done. It's been a while since we had a name suggestion. Oh, and I need to host a funeral. I forgot. We will host a funeral before the end of the stream. I think I might do the funeral next. We'll save up to like 260 gold or whatever it was. Davido? Garethorn? Oh, I like Garethorn. It sounds kind of Númenorian. I'll tell you what, we'll go for Garethorn, but we'll go for Marshall, so we mix them both. How about that? Everyone's a winner. Right. Let's go Garethorn. My grandson here. And we're going to stick him on Marshall. And then straight away, let's go to Elrond. Elrond. Before the wife and the daughter-in-law claim custody, I am sending you my new grandson. May you raise him as you raised me and my father. Send him off, quick. Yeah, the whole family is split everywhere. Right, I'm in line to inherit titles, declare war. I think we're okay. You don't really have a place on my council. You... you're already powerful vassal. Yeah, you don't have a place either. To the implacable King Arathorn, your grandson Garethorn has safely arrived in Imladris, and I shall begin his lessons forthwith. Very good. This makes me happy to hear. Also, we're down to 7 out of 6 now. That's good. We got another stewardship pack. Right, construction cost and time is starting to get reduced. Yeah, we have to go stewardship, actually. So this is done in a reasonable amount of time. Let's upgrade you No, we're not going to upgrade you yet, because I said I'm going to do a funeral next. Let's see. Let's see, we'll skip that. I'm shy. I don't want to deal with it. The latest progress reports from the settlement in Dúnedain have arrived. As I begin to review them, it becomes clear that the workers have been making an astonishing amount of progress and have in fact finished building up the colony. Oh! This is very good news. It's just flat out upgraded. Right. I mean, I could... Let's see. You're not going to promote legend. But I tell you what, I'm going to give you a title anyway. Look after it for me. Thank you. And I can only have 5 titles. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah, do you know what? The city, even though it's listed here, or it's showing gold income there, I'm not actually, it's not counting towards my holding. Because I have 5 castles, 6 castles. Which is interesting. Is control still good here? Yeah, we have 100 control. Popular opinion is amazing. So within the capital, I'm still very loved. Which makes me happy. I hear the footsteps of someone approaching me from behind and turn around to see Almario looking all kinds of excited. Father? It is done. My first draft. The manuscript is forced into my hands before I can say anything. The cursory glance reveals vast scenic landscapes and passages about Wanderlust. It is clear that Almario has found her inspiration. Ah, this is lovely, my daughter. You must continue to write more. I look forward to the next work. She was inspired twice even. I will tell her to write much, much more. We have beasts spotted as well. Right, we're waiting for gold. Income will start to go up again. Especially when we deal with this. I might just have to give this away. I mean, I did say I wanted to focus on the capital anyway. And I think that minus 20% is hurting us. So I'll tell you what. I think it is finally time to fully give up our starting lands. Let us do that. But I now need a new steward, apparently. Let's see. Lord Roma, my cousin. You shall do as steward for the time being. There we go. Gold has gone up by a couple, so it's not that bad. And we still can build windmills and stuff. We're going to build up. My real roots, though, if you think about it, if we think about our ancestors, I mean, this is the capital of Ruda, so this is kind of where we belong. New colonists have arrived. I've just inherited a random colony. Down here, right? Okay, you can have that. And I'm just going to tell you, focus on economy for now. Thank you very much. And I think that is enough gold for a funeral. But we'll wait just one more month just to make sure. There we go. Right, my father. It is finally time. But I laid him. Yeah, my actual roots are for the sunken island. But I meant in terms of building and whatnot, this is our new capital, right? It is time to lay my father to rest with my mother. Let us host a funeral. In the capital, of course. In the tombs. I wish with funerals you could get to pick, like, would you bury them in a field? Or, like, do you have, like, an open tomb, a tomb in a mountain, or, like, a tomb under the city or something? Oh, it'd be so cool. I must mourn. A great man. A man that I hope I can one day aspire to be. Amon Rain is to be Arassuil's final resting place, and I am left alone to gather my thoughts and prepare for the arrival of the honored mourners. I will never forget him. Let's open this up as well. A very, very enjoyable character to play. Legend promoters are joining. How is the legend doing? Ah, it's starting to spread. See, 100... Oh, it's only gained 1 though. It looks so much more than that. And my counselor just bloody died of heart failure. Oh, man. Right, we need a new lawmaster. Here, Lord Baragund the Stout. I know we're rivals, but... maybe I could use this as a chance to get closer to him. Let's see. We'll see what we can do there. And Elrond has written me a poem. My father used to tell me of the poems that he received from Elrond. And it seems that I now am also lucky enough to receive my own. Sadness in rainy nights. No matter how many days twist and pass, life without him is a sick morass. Alone bereft without that sweet man, we wander, wondering where the hurt began. The timeliness of this is actually very, very cool. Elrond, I can see this is truly heartfelt. Thank you, my friend. May the great king rest in peace. Indeed. He was a great king indeed. Right, you would become my protector. Oh, the dwarves have taken back the high pass. Yes. I will establish protectorate. He's only 32 though. He needs to survive until 70 and then marry and then have a child. I believe in him. May he do better than the dwarf that attempted before. Sucks that you can't assign spouse to manage domain. Would be good bonuses. Oh yeah, because my wife has her own land, doesn't she? Yeah, that's a little bit unfortunate. But you know, it's also cool as well, to be honest. Oh, there was a dissolution faction against me? Huh. I guess it was you, but then I made you my lawmaster, so we avoid that. Okay. The heirs of Isildur. Prestige per legitimacy level. Control growth. Let's go for the prestige. Right now I'm distinguished, but I wish to become a great man like my father. Who was... I don't actually know. Well, I think, to me, he was a legend. The shadows of mourners no longer loom over me, and I am at last given a moment alone. What quiet comfort I could take in such a moment, without me rattling and prattling to other guests in my ears. Just me and my thoughts of King Arassuil of Ruda. It feels good. Have a good stream. I have to go. Okay, David, thanks for stopping by. Have a lovely evening. Before me, a feasting table stocked high with all manner of food and drink, as if King Arassuil of Ruda were trying to offer a final act of magnanimity before parting. Ranger Captain Nanado of Farbad, oh my wife, has so far refused to lay a finger on this banquet, however, swilling her goblet and around in idle solace. Her middle distance stare falls warily upon me, and with a quiet nod she raises her drink high. To King Arassuil of Ruda, truly one of the greats. I shall speak a quiet prayer. I am glad that my wife also had respect for my father. That makes me happy. Important nobility, far too great a number to name, passed by the enshrouded body of King Arassuil, granting him little more than a simple bow or a nod, as though such a gesture was sufficient to show one's reverence for a life. My heart weighs as heavy as my pockets, so full of trinkets and memories of Arassuil. I cannot help but wonder why I should get to hold objects which rightfully belong to him. Do you know what? The shards of Narsil destroyed. No, 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 no. I shall give you the taper of Incanus to take with you to the next life. Destroy the shards of Narsil. Oh man. I wonder how would that break the future event where you can reforge the shards? I imagine so, right? I and the other mourners take a reprieve from our grief to enjoy a great bounty of food. Ranger Captain Nanador, my wife, usually the lifeblood of any feast, now sits across from me misty-eyed, with an untouched goblet at her side. How can we make ourselves fat and merry in times like these? Are we to satisfy our hedonistic desires, while Arassuil has none? Join me. Empty your goblets in libation. Do you know what? I'm going to join the offering. Well said, my love. Well said. Of all the figures venerated and villainous, none have ever been desired more than a departed king. With his crowd of weepers and gawkers finding other subjects to satisfy their fascination, I am at last left with a moment of solace between myself and my father. I will allow myself a moment to grieve. I deserve it, I think. I need it. All eyes fall upon Lord Anglemere of Dol Glandagol as he falls to the ground in lamentation. Hands coating his reddened eyes from view, Lord Anglemere, sorrowful gasps and chokes, have left his fellow mourners breathless, and many offer him comfort and reverence, as if it were him who was to be committed to the hereafter. He's also on his way out. Poor man. I can only mourn in my own way, as does everyone else. Oh, what's this? The Tedjin unite once more? Ever since the final defeat of Katajate in 941, the Tedjin have remained disunited and scattered, confined to the high plateaus above the coastlands of Marjarak. There they have remained little affected by the winds of the world, a nomadic people of raiders and herders, men of isolation and little song. But some spark has lit the embers of their ancient glory, and the folk of Maladun have risen up. United by under the cunning leadership of Kataj Tarok, these skilled warriors might finally wake from their stupor and fan that small spark into a consuming blaze. Oh, another storm is coming for Belakar. Wait, so you guys are... Oh, you're down here, right. Ah, I've seen that event trigger in the other timeline as well. What year are we in? 2838. We're still quite a ways away from that. I wonder if Sauron will come back to power as well. We'll see. The sorrowful line marches on, the line to have a last moment with the king. A last whisper, a last goodbye. At last, nothing could last place anyone will see him again. Truly a privilege it is to be here. The line brings me ever closer until at last the figure in front of me parts, and there is nothing but a veil between me and him. Father, I shall rule in your honor, and remember the lessons that you have taught me. Oh, wait, what's this? Huh? Hunched beside me, bereft of the pretense of propriety, the inconsolable Alumariel gazes out into the nothingness before her. Not a tear falls from her eyes, not a word passes her mouth until she turns to me. Manwë can be cruel indeed. Why does the wind yet still blow? Why does the sea continue its push to the shore? Why does my body ache for food and thirst for water? The end times is upon us. My grandfather is dead. Wait, before I click this. Regale you with Ring of Barah's history. I gained 75 prestige. Ah, you told me some history on the ring. Ah, okay, that's cool. It's okay, my daughter. I am here for you. Times are tough, but we will get through it. The mourners move through the hall, weeping in a kind of macabre dance, all for the King Arassuil. The unsettling silence of a people holding back what they so desperately wish to do. Silent screams never to part their lips. Hard-fought battles against tears being lost, so ashamed of their own grief. I rise to my feet and allow myself to get lost in the dance with my fellow mourners. I must remain strong. And thus, my father has now been laid to rest for eternity, next to my mother. And now it is time for me to write my own destiny. Right. So, we need to build windmills. It's one of my father's wish. What Baggins is alive right now? Let's see. So that's Took. Baggins. We have Master Bingo the Strong. Is the other guy who's still going? Oh, the giant hobbit? Oh, no. Ah, he died. Quite a while ago. 2789? Oh, yeah, quite a while ago at this point. Right. We don't have any colonies anymore, so we're just focused on legend spreading. What I need to do as well is focus on getting some gold built up. So, if I'm going to want to get a windmill built, I think I decided to replace this. Maybe it's better to replace the farmstead, actually. I think overall I would gain more if I replaced the farmstead. My spy master has come to grave news while we do not yet know who. Someone is plotting to kill my son and heir. Oh no, please don't start with this. Right, it's minus 25%, but just in case I'm going to redouble the guards. Just to make sure that doesn't increase when I'm not looking. Or if it does, we should be able to fight it. Right, you've come to me with a gift of gold. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. What I'm going to do is... yeah, because it just... I think the base gold is better when we're going to get the huge buffs from this. No, it's not Bilbo, it's Bingo at the moment. Bingo the second, it said. Right, so let's replace you with the windmills. And already that's 6% extra. And every upgrade is only going to get better. It's going to take 3 years, though. I will drop a bill of gold, maybe. But in the long term, we'll be much better off. Right. So, I pause and write and pause and write. The words for this missive must be chosen carefully. Any loose phrases for my message to my vassal, Eriador, will not be looked upon kindly upon, but his support for the heirs of Isildur will be a boon indeed if I get it right. So let's see. Where are you? Ah, you're in the west. I mean, my legend is already here, but let's see. You are arrogant and arbitrary. You only have 2 traits. Huh. Maybe... flattery could be good if he's arrogant, right? Yeah, there we go. He's pleased and he's going to start promoting it. Lovely stuff. During the daily management of my realm, I have learned of several different opportunities I can pursue. Each opportunity has great potential, but realistically, I can only pursue one of them. I must determine what would ultimately give me the most value. I could gain a very good book artifact. 425 gold. I take the gold. It's time we start building up again. So I definitely want that gold. It's going to take 3 years to do that. But that's it. I'm curious, how hard would it be to kill the Balrog as Azog? I mean, probably impossible, I would imagine. Or close to it, right? Because, why are you not my vassal anymore? What's happened here? I don't know. Oh, no, I can vassalize you. Okay. Right, let's do that. I still can't vassalize you because you have a suzerain who's not even landed. Don't know how that happened. We're just patiently waiting for that fella to die. Oh, you're independent now as well? What is this? Were you always independent though? Maybe these guys were. Oh man. Right, let's ignore this. I don't want to spend gold. I'm saving it. Right, guys, but I think I'm gonna might wrap things up there for today. Goblin Town's getting strong. So is Dúnedain, actually. Oh, there are threats on our borders. Wait. Oh, okay. I did inherit the special soldiers. But then we might be at a time where we need to think about getting more men-at-arms. Oh, I can still increase the Dúnedain men-at-arms. Even though I can't recruit them anymore. That's cool. Well, I also want these guys. What I should also think about is, before I wrap things up here. So we have some siege equipment there. This is my cavalry. Right? Yeah, outriders. So I need something that buffs the cavalry. Is that not just the stables? Yeah. So let's build one of those here before I forget. And then over here... Huh? Oh no, my rangers are in the capital. Okay. What I might do, in the hills as well, is something for archers. Archer damage for the militia camps. Could be nice. In fact, that might be our only option. Yeah, let's get some... How much do you get from that? Okay, it does actually equal more. Let's get the militia camps based here. And I'm going to move the Dúnedain Rangers into here. And then I'm going to recruit... So what do we want to be like our royal guard? The Arnorian soldiers, maybe? Or would it make sense to have the bowmen because they defend the capital? I could also get Arnorian bowmen. So we have the Dúnedain outriders, the rangers, Arnorian bowmen. Although I don't have any heavy infantry yet, so I might get these first. Trained in the traditions of the ancient realm of the north, these footmen are experienced fighters, clad in sturdy armor and wielding weapons forged with expert craftsmanship. They form the backbone of the army of Arnor. And maybe they also like patrol the capital and whatnot. To keep us safe. Yeah, I'm just going to get one of these for now so I don't forget in the future. And these guys will be stationed in the capital. And then I did say I was going to get a second unit of siege equipment over here, didn't I? I did. So before I forget about that, let's get some more trebuchets. And we're just stationed there from now. Because now in my head I'm organized, I won't forget this stuff. Right. Am I going to play Kingdom Come 2? Probably at some point. I still need to play through the first game fully though. The game I am looking forward to this month is probably Monster Hunter, but I need to wait for the beta, which I think is tomorrow, to see if they fix the performance. Because if they haven't fixed the performance, then I'm not going to buy it. He has really good prowess to start though. First playtest, I didn't try it and just ignored the Balrog. You get so many bonuses though, like percentage from having an elf friend, from having the Helm of Doing and the weapon as well. Like you lose so many bonuses because of this. Even if you max everything out, I don't think it's going to be even close to what you would be as a dwarf. It might still be possible, but I think it would take a lot more attempts. But I think if I were to play Azog, I would expand quickly and then look to move my capital probably outside of the struggle region. Probably go towards Gundabad or even Goblin Town. Because I did the Balrog once. I'm not ready to do it a second time yet. It was stressful. Is at this start point the map as big as in the other? Yeah, it's the exact same map. Great stream and thanks for letting me join in for the first time and greeting from Finland. Thank you for joining, Johan. It's my pleasure. You moved yours as well? Yeah, I think that is the strategy with Azog because you want to expand rapidly for his decisions, right? To like unite the Orc warbands and take the Misty Mountains. I don't think spending time with a Balrog is probably something he wouldn't care too much about. He wants to conquer like all the mountains. But yeah, when I eventually play Azog, I'm going to move my capital. I'm not ready for another Balrog run. It was tough. It was tough. First playtest, I didn't try and just ignored the Balrog. Yeah. But it would be funny trying to get an elf friend. Azog did nothing in this series. He wasn't even in the main power in Moria when we did the event to fight Moria. And then he went adventuring over here somewhere. Ah, Durin's folk are recovering. They're building up again, slowly. They still don't have the mountain, though. How old is, Wait. Thorin died? He was murdered by another dwarf. I guess Thorin won't be reclaiming the Lonely Mountain. That's a shame. But yeah, this has been really fun. In the next episode, because we spent a lot of time reading today with the Historical Endeavor, which I thought was really cool. In the next episode, we're going to try and spread the legend a little bit more. It's trying to make its way there, although, oh, it's such a low chance. I don't know if it's actually going to spread. I mean, there's a chance he might. Let's see, there's a chance that most of these might now, actually. You're never going to, because you hate my guts. You're already spreading a legend. Might accept. What if I sent you some gold? 200 gold, though? I don't think it's worth 200 gold. We'll try this quickly before I log off. There we go. We got a few. Oh, she accepted, and she had like 20% chance. That should help things a little bit. There we go. It's spreading again. Okay. Only 6% chance, but I think they have to agree to it spreading. I'm not sure. Elrond has it. These guys probably can't spread it because they just, yeah, they can't afford it. His income, he's actually losing gold every month. Ugh. New colonists arrive. Wait, didn't I give that? Do you know what? I'm gonna give that to you. Number one. Oh, you can't promote the legend. It's fine. You just look after that. I don't want it. Right, guys. But I'm going on tangents. I'm gonna leave things there for today. The next stream, I'm not too sure when the next stream's gonna be. I got a bunch of recording tomorrow. If I don't stream tomorrow, I'll probably stream on Saturday. But I'm also thinking, because a few people requested it, of doing a birthday stream on Sunday. Well, I don't know yet, because I don't know what I would stream. I'm thinking like a mixture of things. And maybe I invite some friends as well. But yeah, if you have any ideas for that, maybe pop me a message on Discord or something, because I don't want to just stream for the sake of it. I want it to have a, at least some purpose, something I want to do behind it, but yeah. So either tomorrow or Saturday will be the next Arnor stream. Thank you for watching. It's been a lot of fun. We learned a lot of really cool lore today. We had this really cool map that we found as well. I'm going to have to bookmark this actually. Really cool map. I'm going to read some more into this. But yeah, free now. Go away, Epic. Why are you even open? But anyway, guys, thank you for watching. This has been a lot of fun. You guys have been awesome as always. I will see you next time.